What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Kickback, brought to you by CasaBunch. I am here on this wonderful Thursday. I am Brad Muse, and as always, I have a lot to say. First, I'm going to say hello to Banjo joining me on the mic. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm chilling, big bro. It's been a long week, but now we are back home at the Kickback where we belong, and we're about to watch some great Street Fighter action provided also with our guest kicking back with us tonight, little Casa in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, for Dr. Afrikan. If you don't know who Dr. Afrikan is, whether he's working on that heavy bag or giving the hands to people with the Marissa on Twitter or in the Battle Lounge, you already know what it is. Dr. Afrikan joining us tonight. Very, very happy to have him here as a guest kicking back with us. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, man. And now, we were saying just before we went live that I'm going to get confused all night. We're very lucky that Casa Doctor isn't the streamer tonight, or there would be a lot of miscommunications happening. I'm immediately inspired by the Banjo highlighting that you do actual physical combat sports in real life, right?
Yeah, that is true. I do some Muay Thai, I originally start with some Taekwondo and some MMA, but yeah, mostly just Muay Thai is my focus at the moment.
So 2 questions. 1, do you find that the styles that you gravitate to in real life influence the choices you make for character? And 2, is there anything about the way you approach one, be it fighting games or actual combat sports, that is applicable to the other?
Oh yeah, I think the personality transference is actually kind of insane. I think most people who do one or the other, you would notice they kind of do the same thing. For me, I'm always very passive, but if you let me be ignorant, I will swing on you. That's just how I am as a person. So I'll be as ignorant as you let me be. But generally, in real life, I'm the jab and run type of guy, counter punch, and then if I stagger you, then I go ham.
Is this in real life or is this the game?
That's literally mechanics. I'm yeah, okay. He gets a counter hit down back 1 or some shit. I am on a Tekken grind right now.
Not even joking. Yeah, that's literally, I do jab and run and I counter punch and then I go in. It's the same thing I do in the game.
So what you're saying is if anyone ever decides to do a chess boxing style event for FGC, you should be out of the running because you'll just win de facto.
I didn't say all that. I mean, anyone, there's some people who are actually pretty good in the FGC. You'd be surprised, but I think
really,
I think I have a good chance, especially considering that there are not many people in my weight class overall. I weigh 235 pounds. There's not too many people in that weight class that would be as skilled as me, I think. But overall, I think so.
Banjo's doing the same math I'm doing. I'm your height, your build, that doesn't add up. Shit, that's a lot of muscle.
No, you're an athlete, dog. For real. You're straight up an athlete, bro. All right, so for tonight, we know that you're a very, very seasoned in just fighting games in general, and you're a veteran for all intents and purposes. So just for tonight, for Street Fighter 6, how do you feel about the game? Basically 8 months out, right? So how do you feel about it overall?
I think this is the best season 1 of any Street Fighter that I have played, I would say.
That's fair.
And
I agree.
Yeah, I like the game a lot. I think, Danny Pham said something that I agree with. We have the privilege to complain, especially with Twitter and not knowing what a true broken game is, because I've heard and I've played some games in the past. I'm yo, you guys loaded this up? That's crazy to me. So playing this, I'm you know what? This is a pretty good game overall. Especially the online being legit. It's a huge plus for a fighting game. I don't think we've ever had anything like this ever. So I'm just happy to be part of this journey, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you. So if you're just joining us, or maybe if just a reminder for you, Dr. Afrikan, how this is going to work tonight is you get to queue up on the Start GG. So that is me subtly reminding you that you can go over to the Start GG and queue up for a match. Gotcha. The team in the back is going to be responsible for getting the opponents into the lobby tonight, and then we just get to watch you play through the evening. And hey, maybe you're watching and you want to know how to enter, but you can go to our Start GG or put !bracket into the chat or find it on any of the social medias. We are going to be running this latter portion until 9 p.m. Eastern, so it doesn't matter that you're only just getting here. You can boot up the game and join now. As long as you play 5 games, you have played enough to possibly qualify for the top 8 at the end of the night.
Yep, and don't get it confused also, ladies and gentlemen. Even though you may hit that 5-0. You may hit that 5-0. Wow.
Noah?
That's
Hey,
my very
all right.
first match. Yeah, we're going in
The early test. We like this.
off the bat, bro.
We like this a lot. Man.
He was the only one queued up. It said one player queued up.
That happens sometimes. I know you and I were talking at ECT. You were like exploring JP a little bit. Has that lingered at all, or are you still like purely on the Marissa train?
I mean, let's do it. Let's do JP. Let's see it.
Oh,
He said
okay.
right now. He said right now.
Word.
And this is what I love about like Dr. Afrikan as a player and his mindset. He's just like, it's always like a journey of self-improvement, right? It's always a journey of self-improvement with Doc, which is something that I do want to highlight with a certain Discord, which I do want to talk about a little bit later on when you have a little bit more time. But for now, we see that you're queuing into your first match with
Ooh,
He's playing Cammy. Okay, I see.
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So
I was
I
like, that's
accidentally got you counterpicked.
I don't think so. I think it was gonna play Cammy no matter what. Nice TP.
Here we go. And it is going to be like the lag is going to be like a little, it's going to be a little off for us. So it's going to be a little bit of a delay. So if you hear us talking, just never mind us. Okay,
Yeah.
but the DP is on point.
You said you felt like they were going to play Cammy in either case. Do you not think that this matchup is bad for JP? Like, how do you think he does?
No, I mean, I'm not a fan of fighting Cammy in general, so I have a hard time even deciding when it's the character versus when it's me.
That's fair.
But it looked like he queued up way before I even selected JP.
Right. Okay, well,
I mean,
as
maybe
you saw earlier, ladies and gentlemen, the DI not going to be able to save Dr. Afrikan here. He's down around.
Ooh, big block. Tons of drive gauge damage. Press the issue. Do you level 2 here? I don't know how you would approach it. If it was a little bit less drive gauge, I think level 2 makes sense. Oh.
No, Dr. Afrikan did say earlier. He said earlier about he was like, the jab and run type player, and what better, jab and run type player character than JP.
Let's go. Outplayed.
Outplayed.
You guys will see in a moment.
Waiting for it. Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow. As we all know, throws are plus on width, so that was just you trading turns.
Yep.
A little air to air.
Oh, Noah, what are you doing? You just landed and parried?
Okay, now I need to watch it, see what it is. Yeah, holy crap, what a choice.
Hey, Noah.
Oh, no. That's death, I think.
Oh, yeah, there must be an additional hit. It's definitely close. Yeah, that wall slump ought to be enough to do it.
Oh! I should have done it. I should have done it.
Oh, no.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a rough spot.
Yeah.
So are you the type of person that plays multiple characters in a lot of games, or is this just something that's sort of come up a bit in Street Fighter 6 for you?
It depends. Like sometimes I play characters seriously, but usually I at least kind of understand what the characters do.
Yeah, Doc, actually, in all the time that I've known you, like, I don't think I've seen you play another game. Like, do you play other, like, fighting games?
Not really.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I only think I've ever seen him play Street Fighter, but I mean, it's a good choice. I mean, I saw you play Smash Brothers that one time, but we don't have to talk about that like ever.
Yeah.
Wow. You really you pulled that out just to show you had it on you.
Look, me and Doc are two people who both don't want to talk about that game anymore.
Well, that's fair. That's also neither here nor there. Stuck at the corner right now is Dr. Afrikan, getting oppressed a little bit. Yeah, Cammy can be super overwhelming in general.
Oh, he did early throw as well. Wow, that was dumb of me. I need to remember with JP, you can cancel into amnesia. Something I'm not really used to.
Yeah, I guess I've never even thought of it, and that's such a weird spot, right? That's the second time now that Noah's been able to set up like a DI trap where you'll die trying to armor through it. Oh man, clipped.
I'm spending it.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Make sure you get that that drive gauge is going to be gone. So no, the Prodigy actually going to have to, you know, maybe play on defense a little bit, but he always has had an aggressive approach. So
now see, I don't know, just because Cammy level 3 does such a good job at dissuading you from zoning, I'm like, this is one of the very rare situations where I'm thinking to myself, JP having you in burnout is not the de facto win condition, because you can't just go buck wild. Good air to air.
Love the air to air though. Yep, gotta make Cammy walk the maze. Did that hit? Wow.
Oh! Nice.
Okay. A little 1-1. All right.
Did you know that was going to happen like that at that spacing, or did you just get lucky?
Something in between. I knew he'd go for it, but I took my chances. Dude, he messed up his dive pick, and it worked out.
Yeah, okay. Good old bust out right there by Noah.
Really low on drive gauge. He's committed an awful lot, and all of these counter hits and air to airs. Damn, just letting you press his drive gauge.
Especially being Cammy, like you really want that on you just in case you have to like find another way to get in, especially against a character that can put you full screen and just keep oppressing you from that far away. And as you can see right here, all the chip damage getting put on Noah the Prodigy right here, Doctor Afrikan. Okay, good bust out, and that's really why you want to keep some of the drive gauge.
What's your line of thought here with all the neutral jumps you're bringing in? Because that's leading to a lot of the air to airs. How did you land on that solution?
It keeps him on his toes, so that way he has to keep stepping forward to do the DP, and that keeps him in a range where I can constantly play footstools with him. If he's too far away, it's a problem.
Okay, so you're using it. It's like it's a safe way for you to sort of inspire him to walk forward into the range you want him to be at.
Precisely, yes.
Interesting. Oh man, what a whiff punish.
Here we go. He's going to get the crosscut DP, but still puts himself in the corner. And wow, big time you reach out. He's got the furthest possible range on that hit.
Okay. Empty jump low, keeping it just locked down. Oh no, what a drop from Noah. This is so winnable for you. Yeah, I like not going into level 3 there because you can for the next one. Oh man.
Yeah, he played him hard, bro. He was like, I dare you to do something.
Dude, I love JP so much. I just like half the portal. I'm like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like,
I hate it, man. It's so messed up.
Right, I was waiting on Bunch. I was like, is Bunch gonna say something? He's been awfully quiet.
Oh, he waits.
Watching this JP go to work. Awfully silent, but that's all.
Oh no, I'm actually working. You know, unlike you, I'm actually like doing.
I stay working. Stay working, bro. He's confused, bro.
Work smarter. Work smarter.
all right, but yeah, it looks like the JP's still there.
Yeah, you do you ever mess around with modern JP? Because I know obviously with the Marissa you make the swap between classic and modern.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played modern JP too much. I'm not a fan of modern JP just because JP doesn't really need modern. He has so much control already that there are not many situations where it's not obvious what's gonna happen. You know, it's very committal if you ever have to like cut the wire. So reactions are not really a thing when you have that much control. You know, if you end up in that situation often enough, then you probably need to work on your JP in a different way.
Honestly,
I think that makes sense.
Honestly, with the way like with that Twitter clip you had against that jury, are you even gonna go back to modern Marissa? Honestly?
I play both. I switch between the two. Oh, looks like I have Yasdero next match.
Cool. What is it that you think about when you're deciding which character to play in like a tournament setting?
For Marissa specifically, the first thing is pools. Pools is pretty much all modern outside of like very specific exceptions because I really don't want to deal with whatever diabolical plans my opponent might have for me. So I just want to get past those players. Modern doesn't do too much against most really good players unless it's a character like Cammy or something like that I can just remove tools like dive kicks, right? So like I force them to play very slow game with me. Whereas if I'm playing classic, they're going to be in the air like most of the time. So
Sure.
that's one factor. Second factor is like from Marissa specifically is the command grab damage and the and the EX OD step kick damage. It doesn't come up very often, but so for people who like to parry a lot, like characters that don't have many defensive options, I find that classic is better. Just because when I get in, then the command grab is so much more of a threat for them, so they really have to consider not parrying and holding my chip damage. So things like anti-airing, checking drive rushes, things like that, it all equates in characters, players. It's a giant amount of things to consider, but it's mostly the same. I'm talking about like I just want a small edge here and there, pretty much.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think and I can, when you're not about to have to spend some mental energy on a game, I would love to hear your thoughts on Modern in general, sort of in a wider context. But I think the way that they've balanced it, I think makes a lot of sense. And here we do have you on the Marissa, rocking Classic against the JP.
Bro, 30% off of 30% off.
That's
that
regular
barbecue
damage.
pump.
Let's not pretend like that's unreasonable.
Yeah, nah, it ain't unreasonable. It's beautiful. I love it.
Damn.
Not the worst thing in the world, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have happened at a better time.
Honestly, yeah. Like right about a 5%.
I mean, this is what's so scary, though.
I messed up.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
The combo I dropped there cost me, and then I had to go for. I didn't have to go for the throw, but I did go for the throw.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, it's Darrow looking resilient. Okay.
I was like, you have enough life that you should be able to live through this, burnout sequence. And then, it's JP. Oh, man. Big whiff punish. Okay.
Here we go. I like the cross up right here. Here we go. Relentless assault right here. Doctor African.
Oh,
that hitbox.
I love that
right.
so much. Because I know you're ahead of us. That was you neutral jump, body surfing to cover both portals.
Yeah, that air to air was almost sick. Here we go. Dr. African just kind of holding a little bit.
Ooh.
Bro, the furthest reaching poke. Oh my god. Footsies. Literal footsies.
Don't you love when you don't have to spin the bar now, going into round 3 with 3 bars? Woof. All right. Oh, ready with the punish
right.
counter as he lands too.
Right out of the portal.
This is not good.
Oh yeah, that's mad scary right now.
Yeah.
Oh damn, never mind.
I agree. I feel like Doctor was trying to get that just corner position and try to force a bad decision out of it so he could just erase his health completely. But I mean, this ain't bad either, to be honest.
It is scary enough just in the sense that, never mind, he should be dead now, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Damn, first game to Doctor African.
Wee.
I was gonna say that's the one thing I didn't see Doc use was medium, but perfect placement right there. Gonna be moving into the next game, 1-0.
You see a little bit of Muay Thai in Marissa, right? Oh man, my man is too focused to hear that
Nah,
question.
it's okay.
I heard your question. Hold up 1 second.
Right, he zoned in.
Yeah,
He said sometimes.
During the game, Cook is priority. Man, you bulldozed over him on that one.
Yeah, I got my clock out again with the standing roundhouse. Are you just gonna get hit by these forward roundhouses? Oh, you're gone, buddy. Right.
Damn, on a
Thomas,
perfect.
do the thing,
All
bro.
right.
Yeah,
Do
so
the thing, bro.
something I didn't mention about Classic as well that does matter is the heavy kick whiff punish for characters that have heavy disjoints like that. In Modern, I really can't mess with those buttons without committing my body and putting my body on the line. in Classic, I can kind of just stay at a distance and react with heavy kick, which is huge. So, and then in combination with JP having to amnesia and then me killing him, like Classic Marissa just seems like a natural counter to a JP player's tools. So the JP player has to be more aware. I think the matchup is kind of even both ways, Modern and Classic, but the way Classic Marissa plays is like it's more on the JP player to be correct, whereas for Modern Marissa, it's more on the Marissa player to be correct, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. There's that subtle distinction as you switch like the tools you have versus the readiness of being able to use them.
And to answer your question, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, in the fact that literally like that roundhouse blew him up from like the safest possible distance, and then you get just like huge damage off of that is a little bit tilting, honestly, but like so good. Like,
yeah. To answer your question as well about the Muay Thai and Marissa, yeah, there's definitely a lot of Muay Thai-like moves that she has. Even her stance is close enough, but from what I understand, it's like a traditional like Greek style, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like it's a lot of stuff, like the way she throws her jabs and the way she like her knees, how very aggressive it is in the roundhouse. Like, yeah, that feels like my kind of stuff.
Yeah, it low-key has me wondering. I'm like, does Sagat ever end up in this game? Because I feel like he would function a lot like a Marissa with a fireball.
Sagat's never been Muay Thai. They just put Muay Thai shorts on him.
They just say Muay Thai, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, okay. So Adon is the real Muay Thai king, is what you're saying.
Rogan, yo, what is this tournament?
Welcome to Casa, bro.
Right, I know you ain't new here, bro.
Heck, dude, like... can I get a break?
Nah, we keep it full of killers in here. Are you
That
going
was
to
your
LCQ?
break.
That was your break, bro. You did it.
Jazdero was your break, bro. What are you talking about?
My break was a legend JP. Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Are you going to the last chance call?
You speed ran it like
No, I didn't speed. I just happened to get the hit with Marissa. Like that could have gone either way. Don't get it twisted. That could have gone either way. Marissa will make it look like it's free, bro. But I promise you, it wasn't.
Yeah, but did you die?
right.
Did you die though?
I rest my case. I rest my case. I stand on my tournament being the hardest tournament of the week. You can have all your big ass numbers, but the concentration, it's right here.
No, so far it's looking intense. For real,
the concentration of player is all here. You can say whatever
that 5-0 is earned, not given. 100%.
Oh yeah.
And then once you get there, everybody's starting in winners of top 8. It's not like you got a leg up on.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's starting in winners.
Yeah, just 5-0 into Knuckle Dude. It's no big deal, bro. Right. 5-0 into Knuckle Dude, 5-0 into Noah when he's on Luke.
It's no problem.
Right. You'll be fine.
You'll be all right. It's fine.
Now I'm gonna roll us back to, there was a little bit of talk beforehand. Dr. Afrikan, you said that when every loss you get, you do push-ups.
Then yeah, I do 20 push-ups every loss I get, especially when I'm playing ranked or lobbies or anything like that. Yeah.
Is that gonna carry through to your ladder performance this evening?
It doesn't usually happen for tournament, but if you guys want, yeah, I'll do it.
I won't be the decider here, but I'm curious to hear what the crew thinks.
Doc, I'm with you, dog.
How about this? For every donation we get to the Matcherino, there is a Matcherino. For every donation we get to the Matcherino, whatever number it ends up on, not the codes claimed, but whatever number it ends up on, I will do all those push-ups and I will post it on Twitter.
That's crazy. It's already at 100.
Have you looked at the Matcherino?
It's fine, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
That's fine. Yo, somebody call Mr. Mustaflis right now.
Right.
Hey, yo.
Call him right now, bro.
We need about $50 more in here.
Tell him I gotta borrow about 50 real quick.
All right.
Don't tell me the Matcherino about to blow up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I need to see people running those codes now, because at this point, it's circular content. What are your thoughts on Luke? Obviously, a character that has been regarded as strong the whole time, now in that like top 2 conversation a lot.
Hard to talk, which means he must be.
That's fair. Sometimes you can just tell. It's like, this is taking way too much brain power. Joe is willing to block.
Right.
And then burn himself out. This mad scary.
I mean, he got the reversals, and the supers, but oh my goodness, bro.
Oh, what an
barely
empty jump.
whipping the anti-air. Oh my god.
He's actually managed to slow it down a lot, but the chip damage, nice catch on the backdash too.
Yeah, really good on closing the distance. Like, Dr. Afrikan clearly didn't want him, like, you know, to recover, like, while he was that far away. Plus on whiff.
Okay, up back.
Yep, just trying to stay in that range here. Dr. Afrikan, real privy to that roundhouse.
Oh, he swung on it. I didn't think he would.
Now I'm curious to see what it is in a couple of seconds. Damn!
Yeah, Gladius.
That's a whiff punish. All right, jump in. Clipped by the low, but what does it take for you to like really feel behind in a round as Marissa if you have bar available to you?
Corner situation,
Like-
guaranteed wall splat.
Like, he's in burnout now too. Like, you had a 60% life deficit and now you have the advantage. Oh, he's just shy of burnout. Never mind.
Now you gotta
Like,
sit over
just
here in
like
the
that,
corner.
it's yours.
Here we go.
Oh, damn.
What's the combo?
I was at Frosty, bro. I saw people get hit by that.
Oh Lord, not like this.
Oh, the overhead?
The overhead, the slow overhead, dog. Hey, Dr. Afrikan keeping the pressure up. Joe Rogan. Poor guy. He got his offense. He got one offensive series. Oh no. Hey, Doc said it before this. He's like, I didn't tell you the DP. You did that.
That's true. Okay. Burning yourself. Is it? Oh, you're playing for the drive gauge, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep. Oh my God. Boy, Dr. Afrikan
I was looking. I was like, this
cooking.
is so dangerous. Oh, damn. He's about to get burnt out.
Whatever I spend, he loses.
That's what we call that zero-sum game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a good
Is he gonna
delay.
parry at any point?
Right.
He parried. Oh no, he didn't actually. I thought he did.
Because he's just like, you're charging Gladius. He's just blocking all of it. Oh, clipped. Oh, cheeky little reset there.
May we?
I am in awe.
I was like,
shocked.
I was like, oh no, that drive you just used, that OD special didn't connect. Oh shit! What? Kanjo sleeping. All right.
See, Doc, we told you. Look, come on, man. Already 3-0. You're almost there, dog.
Yeah, sure, bro. Sure. So far, it's
only-
been.
No, I thought that's 4-0.
It's three. It's three.
No, that's 3.
That's 3.
Here's the problem. So
can
I
count.
need a ruling.
Sometimes.
I need a ruling from Bunch here. If
What?
he gets 5-0, he's the guest. Does he have to keep playing?
You don't have to do
Ooh.
nothing.
I don't. I could just talk.
You could literally, you could stop right now, but I'd be mad at you.
All right. Let me see. How would I do this? Let me see. I'm gonna see who is streaming. So Joe is streaming. I'm gonna see when they queue up.
Oh, you're sniping people?
All right. So here's the thing: is I'm gonna give you some tech. Any person that you fought, you can't run into them for another 120 minutes.
Oh hell. Okay, let's go.
So if you want to use that as like a tool to peek and see who's playing, I'm just saying. I didn't tell you nothing. I didn't say that.
I'll just queue up. It's fine.
Oh, did I just see Brian F in here?
Yeah.
Another JP.
I'm sure he's got his OBS running.
Oh, yeah.
He probably does.
Zaffarino?
Oh yeah,
Knuckle
that's-
do?
Yeah. They're
Idon?
running. They're live.
Yeah. Wow. Item.
They are live.
That boy's been food recently.
That's disrespectful.
Another East Coast stinker.
Oh no.
You got to take him to dinner, bro.
Bro,
Needs the power up.
my pockets hurt, bro. How many times must I do this for everybody?
It was the funniest shit. Like 3 weeks ago, when somebody literally, I think you had forgotten about the $100 like bounty at the end, and then I think it was like 40% who mentioned it, and he was like, bro, and like I could hear you just having a migraine, like, dog, I can't do this anymore, bro. I can't give away any more money, bro.
Just watching the butterflies leave my wallet.
I got 40%.
Oh shit!
Oh, bro, let's go.
You gonna run the mirror, or are you gonna do them dirty? I know what I would choose.
I'll run the mirror. Ooh, we can scrap. It's fine.
All right, well, you're a better man than me.
Yeah, hands would be thrown. Hey, I tell him again,
I'm picking the lamest shit, and my win condition is slowing him down.
Oh,
I am turning the screen into purple Kool-Aid immediately.
Tell him again.
I have an ooze on that shit.
For real.
40%. He's known to say, hey, on the low end, I'm finishing matches in like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we had him on as a guest, and he was talking about that depending on the tournament he enters, he'll prioritize different things. And when he enters our ladder, the goal is to play as fast as possible.
Oh,
right.
That's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that is my way of saying that he's not going to block or hold back at probably any point.
This your time. Oh, what a whiff punish.
Okay.
Oh, he's going.
Safe pressure.
Double scoot him stance. And
oh my god.
Hey, 40%
my boy's going. My boy's going.
There's like the acceleration is high.
He said it. Hey. That man 40% said I'm on timer. Matter of fact, let me get my stopwatch out, man. Come on, man.
He's got the chronograph going. He's like,
oh yeah.
I need a new PB. I'm gonna be on GDQ after this.
Oh, I tried that.
Go ahead and strike back. Here you go. It's a safe jump set up.
Oh, no.
Wake up. Command grab.
No.
You got it.
Man, like, he's playing fast, not feared. Wait, was it 40 that we were also talking about Sonic OSTs? Was that week?
Yes, it was. I'm really trying to just hold that in, but
my guy's rolling around at the speed of sound right now is why I'm asking.
Hey, no city escapes here, man. Bunch, I know you hate this, bro. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 41 game 1.
Oh no, he's going, bro. I don't have a shot. It's over.
Okay, 40%. Like we understand, dog. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Hold up, dog. It's not over till it's over. Oh man.
No fear, Shakespeare. My man has notes in the margins.
I'll go for it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, it's always gonna be armor through. This is actually super scary for 40 though. Oh yeah. Shit, you almost just died.
It's always almost death.
That's fair.
2 Marissas, 1 hit away from 70%. 1 punish counter away from from all your health just being gone. Oh,
right.
You reach, I teach though.
Okay. What's your jump? Damn. Oh, that was such a good scoot him stance.
There's no way you hit.
Oh my god!
Back dash! Oh my god!
Did you know, or was that a guess?
He wasn't gonna stay there. He was either gonna Gladius or move away from me.
I respect the shit out of that.
Fucking way you just did that.
I'm so here for that shit.
Hey, we're fighting. I told you it was scrap.
You scrapping.
Oh, okay.
Grab. Okay, you got it.
Oh. Yeah, that was good armor. Being in burnout is kind of sucky, though. Ooh, smart. Okay, you're just like using Gladius as the poke now, because it's like, yeah, I know you're holding forward. Oh, damn.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna like try to reach with that with the Spartan kick, then yeah, I mean, one hit on armor, Gladius will take care of that too.
Oh, man. Stuck in his face. Nice frame trap from 40.
Here we go. 40's trying to dispatch quick, fast into her. He went for that double command grab last round.
Right. I appreciate that, like, you're only misleadingly trying to slow it down, and then you're waiting a little bit, and then DRing in at around the point Flash 40 wants to start being aggressive.
Yeah, it's tough though because I can't really tell where he's gonna be.
Ooh, early jab check works out.
Here we go. This is the sequence right here.
That was so plus.
Oh, I was gonna say one.
Almost.
Whip button on the punish counter. Oh no, it's the Doctor Afrikan combo right here. This is the Twitter combo. Yes, sir. Gonna go on the level 3 right here. It's okay. It's not that bad of a. I'm lying. Hot damn. It's a lot of health. Even in burnout. Lucky didn't have any meter.
This is still so losable, though.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, that backdash was money. I wish you had the whiff punish. Oh, man. All right, being out of burnout is huge.
Wow.
Nice.
Scaling.
Oh,
Barely.
yeah, I was going to say.
Scary, bro.
Oh, nice.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
40 plays like a man possessed, dude.
I'm telling you. 40 said, all I know is go. But, I mean, you weathered the storm, Doc. You passing all the constant tests today, dog.
Dude, actually,
Like-
shit, yeah, you're 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Passing
far
all
so
the
good.
constant tests.
So far so good. So far so good.
Man, look at you, dog. Right. We told you it was going to be easy.
Oh, game 2. I think you may have misclicked there, 40. Let's try that again.
So while we have a little bit of just a slight lull in the action, tell us about the EX Dojo, dog.
You tell me about the EX Dojo. You tell me.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me, bro. Tell the people.
The EX Dojo.
You know what it is.
The EX Dojo is a place of improvement. It's a Discord that invites players of multiple skill levels into a place where they can literally get together, train, trade tech, and the cool thing about EX Dojo is that there's levels to it, right? There's white belts, yellow belts. I think what's the level above yellow?
So it follows the karate system. So it's
Yes.
white belt, yellow belt, orange belt, and then you go to blue belt, red belt, brown belt, black belt. So it's completely separate from the online rankings. We have our own system where we kind of rate people and help people out learn very specific skills. Because there's some people who are like, yeah, I'm master rank, but I don't even know how I got here. It's like, yeah, your character probably just helped you out there, right? So let's teach you the fundamental things that you might be lacking and, you know, that you can test to the next level, stuff like that. So it's kind of taking that martial arts idea and concept and applying it to Street Fighter. So you're using Discord as our primary vehicle for that. But it's far more than that, honestly, and we'll be announcing a lot of the stuff coming up here pretty soon. But yeah, it's basically just a community of people who want to get better, you know, taking that gym aspect, that karate aspect, that martial arts aspect, and there are a lot of different things people want to do. You know, you might want to be an artist, want to be a media guy, I don't know, whatever skill you might be looking for. Like you want to learn tech, and a lot of skill sharing happens in there. It's just like a really nice community where people just get better at, you know, the game and life.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like, you know, names in here. Chocote is in here, Flash Metroid is in here, Jack is in here, Nigel's in here. Like there's a lot of like really well-known names that are in this dojo, and that just kind of like cultivates here at the EX Dojo. And man, Dr. Afrikan and his team have done a really, really good job of just fostering an environment to where people can just get better together. So
yeah, I appreciate the shout out, bro.
So to springboard off of that, so obviously that puts you in a position where you're sort of looking into trying to educate people and teach them how to get into and improve at fighting games. I think historically that's something that we as a community have not always been great about. So what is your approach when you try to do that?
I gotta play Brian F. It varies. But
Okay.
how about we talk about this after this match?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I knew the EX Dojo was gonna be just a hot button topic because it's your baby. So like I really wanted to like delve into that because now we're gonna reach into like what really is like the goal for this whole like, you know, self-improvement thing. Like, and also not only that, but like how does this compare to like other scenes when it comes to that whole journey of like iron sharpens iron, which we will get into. We will get into for sure, and I would love to hear it. But like you, like I said, the 5-0 that you're trying to get right now is definitely earned, not given because
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at what if you manage to 5-0 after this, look at the run that you had to go through just to get there. And if you don't manage it, then it's going to be a lot harder. Now for Brian, are you going to run the mirror or are you going to play the Marissa? I know you played the Marissa against JP earlier.
You know, I've actually never played Brian F in this game, which is weird.
Really?
So yeah,
It's
never
exclusive.
We've never played. I don't hop on ranked, but also at least that often. I usually hop on ranked like in the spurts. Like, okay, I'm gonna get like 500 points this week, and I just don't hop on forever. And so also that combined with the region lock, there's just going to be players I don't run into, and I've never played them, so this will be exciting for me. More than anything, I just want to play him. I want to see how it goes. So I'll just run my main Marissa. I'm definitely not playing modern against JP. Screw that.
right.
I need to hurt him, bro. He needs to die for that.
Yes.
Right? Is there anyone else that you've not had the chance to play that you would love to be able to run a set with?
I wasn't able to play Punk until Frosty.
Wow.
I mean, all of the East Coast pretty much. Like the region lock is pretty harsh, man. And you know, I've been so focused on EX Dojo that I literally have not hit up people for sets. I've just been doing my own thing, unfortunately.
Well, it's interesting to think like we're so blessed with the fact that the netcode makes it easy to play against people, and the fact that they're, you know, it feels like there can be a wealth of tournaments, but there's still so many chances to play that people just don't necessarily get. So, you know, hey, if you're watching, apparently never before seen.
Oh yeah, this is a Casa World premiere.
Let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Do what you got to do. While we do that, we can send everybody over to the Matcherino. There are codes still there. Bear with me as I try to go over. And yes, there it is. Still codes available. And the ruling for the evening was that whatever number the Matcherino ends at tonight is the number of push-ups Docta Afrikan is going to do. And it's ending up on Twitter. So we're already at 102 push-ups. You guys and gals can make it that much more difficult for him to get through it, or maybe not, because he's apparently 100 is nothing. So I don't know if you can make a dent in him, but give it a shot. Claim those codes. It's all for a good cause. It all makes it to the players.
Somebody put in 1,000. I mean, if 100 is, if
I
100
think my
days
heart
you
would
won't,
stop. I think my heart would stop, dude. If we just randomly, if we had a 4-figure Matcherino, I think I would. You see that window? I'd be climbing out it. I'd be like, I got carbon monoxide poisoning or something. There's no way this is real.
This man Bunch said, bro, don't even talk to me about no 1,000, bro.
Right.
I need that expeditiously. Right now.
I am back.
Man, though, we got an exclusive for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Brian F versus Docta Afrikan, first time in a real test set, by the way, because it's only first 2. So
True. Versus 2 Merce versus JP, terrifying matchup both ways.
Yeah, I was about to say, because we're gonna talk EX Dojo after. First to 2 versus first to 3? What are your thoughts? We'll open that can of worms.
After this, man, there's no way I'm about to fight Brian F and talk about
that involved.
Baby. High level sets. Let's go.
Ooh, okay, and here's the CPT, the Capcom Cup update for the arena. This looks great. I hadn't seen it yet.
Oh yeah. February, we're in full swing. Tournament season is back, 100%.
Oh. This is scary as hell. Okay, perfect parry into the punish counter back throw. Keeping him locked down. Ooh, how dare you think you can walk forward?
I'm dead.
Caught him pressing.
It's over. You know what? That impact was him or me. Oh, you guys just started seeing that.
Yeah, no, it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
How, you died from that?
He died from that. What?
It was him or me. I knew what was up. I made my choice.
He requires that
That's his
technique.
reversal.
He requires it.
Oh, that was a good teleport.
So kind of jockeying for position. And yep, good
Oh
teleport.
yeah, that's great teleport. Jab trades.
Here we go, making him block right here. I love the mix-up right here and the command grab. Is Doc going to be a little bit more wary of Amnesia in the corner?
I think at this point, the hope is that you can kill on the next touch without having to commit your resources. Keep that level 3 going in. You do get the wall slump.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
And we didn't have to spend the bar. Perfect storm there.
Oh, he's gonna spend it. He's gonna spend it for sure. I messed up. That cost me.
Yep, gonna put you not in burnout, but like a lot of life gone. And like you called it, Doc. He's definitely gonna spend to get you at half health.
If you're able to set this back to neutral, though, I think this is definitely winnable for you. It's just you need to weather the storm.
I'm in a really bad spot here, actually.
Oh, jab check. Oh, this is... And it's CA as well? You're going to have a lot of drive gauge back? This is so doable. Oh.
Wow, the balls to just jump out like that. Here we go.
Oh, damn.
Wall splat.
It's one more touch. What's
Yes,
the guess?
sir.
Oh, what a
Let's
mix-up. I got hit, too. Scary as hell.
Brian F. down by 1.
You can see exactly like Dr. Afrikan had said, this is such a volatile matchup, and it's so evident here. When the momentum swings, it swings hard.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't give a shit about your ghost.
Right, you see Phalanx going right through the ghost and in that corner
Bro,
position.
his
once
micro
again.
adjustments are so good. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh, got hit by the
that was
spire and
disgusting.
teleported. Yo, what?
Yeah, this is so scary. You've got enough drive gauge that it's hard to ever count Marissa out if she has drive gauge.
Yeah. Go
I don't think I've ever seen anybody use that normal.
Oh,
Yeah, Doc
next
Afrikan.
round.
I was like, yeah, I figured he wanted it like that close. Trying to figure out the distance between like, you know, the corner and like where he can just poke that that standing roundhouse.
Right. Ooh, wow, the delays, like you talked about the micro adjustments, his timing for these spires is so tough to read.
I did the wrong one.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Oh, man.
If he followed
That
through,
sucked.
that would have been really, really smart. Damn. That was really
I did the wrong one.
Oh, he doesn't burn it here?
Yeah, decided not to burn level 3.
Oh, level 2 and wants to get some mileage out of the burnout. I don't know that I agree with that. I think going level 3 and then getting a big drive gauge advantage might have made more sense. But I guess you can get another level 2. You're already up around. He's playing the longer game. Does the CA kill here?
Oh yeah, you're gone,
Of course
dog.
it kills. It's Marissa, baby.
That's Marissa. Like, the Marissa tax.
Sorry for asking. I forgot. I didn't respect her game.
Okay, really
Parry
good
through
parry.
the
and kinda-
teleport.
yeah, but adjusting for it.
With that slight delay after the DR to get the counter hit. Big damage. And so here is why Brian didn't spend the level 3 before, is this is so scary now.
Oh, wow. Complete lockdown right here by Brian F.
Ooh. We saw you use that same tool against, it was Yazdero that was the other JP. Big whip punish.
You're saying there's a chance?
There is, now that you're in burnout, it's much, much harder. You basically can't afford to let Brian have a turn.
I respect it, yeah. Saw little micro crouches. He was definitely buffering it. And yeah, bro. I get it, bro.
Yeah, it's super scary. Like, you can't really block JP anymore with how low your health is. So you need to make a big play.
Yeah.
You're either going to be right or you're not. Slow on the challenge after. Nice anti-air. Dash in, dash out. Love the Sparta kick. Clipped out of the phalanx, though.
Putting him full screen once again, Brian F. By now knows that, like, I really don't want to trade with with JP at the moment, especially full screen.
Okay. Lockdown in the corner. Great delays with the crouching strong. It's not quite enough. You wanted for an instant overhead setup. You actually might die.
No, he actually got the ghost. We trading with Marissa? Pound for pound? Nah.
I'm making a mental note to ask if you've labbed that sequence out to know that you could fit that extra limb there or not.
Oh my god.
Huge jump in.
Go to get the jump in. Yes, sir. All the damage piling up. Good Lord Almighty, this hurts. Yes, we have to drive reversal. Get Marissa off me, please.
Oh, what a whiff punish. Oh, good wake up parry from Docta Afrikan, though. Gets anti-aired, unfortunately. They both have so little drive gauge. He does get the wall slump. I don't think that's enough, though. You want to slip a level 1. That's smart. All right. Last game, last round. Docta Afrikan's 5-0 rests on this round. Is it going to be shimmy? Works out for Brian.
Doesn't get the ghost, but does get the spire here.
Oh, that was tricky. I have never seen anybody anti-air that normal. Fishing with the crouching strong.
Counting in the block. Brian F. trying not to give anything up right here.
Oh no! Oh, what a drop on the jump in roundhouse. Level 2. Drive reversal. That's a choice.
I'd rather give up meter than try to deal with the ghost.
Well, and what's good is the positioning only matters so much too, because level 3 is going to get Docta Afrikan at the corner whenever it would happen. Clipped by the low. Out of burnout. Oh! One more chance. Drive reversal from Brian F. He's just shy of burnout. Life is so close. Docta Afrikan can only really get hit one more time, depending on...
Oh, shit. No! Going for the grab and a crouching medium kick from Brian F. Stealing the deal in the first ever set between these two. Oh my goodness.
So close.
Screw you, Brian. Don't GG's.
Jeez. What a great set. How was that for you, Docta Afrikan?
It was good. That was a good set.
Word. Word.
What's your opinion on people coming into your stream and saying, GG's, that was me?
I don't mind it. I think it's pretty funny. I know some people don't like it at all just because, like, you know, I think other people don't go into the stream unless they win. Like, a lot of people don't go in unless they win, and that's where it becomes a problem because it's like, oh, you're just coming because you won.
Right.
Personally, when I beat someone, I know they're streaming. I want to go in and see all the trash that we're talking. I think it's hilarious. So I'm not gonna expect much less from anyone else. You know, like, why wouldn't they come to my stream? It's very natural.
that makes a lot of sense. But just before you queued up for that, we were talking about EX Dojo and the sort of Discord that you've set up to allow people to, find a like-minded community of people that want to develop. And I was asking you what you thought about how you go about trying to teach people about fighting games.
It's tough because everyone has their own style and their own nature. I think the most important part is so here's the deal, right? Are you laughing?
Shout outs to Tom. Yeah.
Oh, so think about like Goken teaching Ryu and Ken, right? He teaches Ryu Hadouken, teaches Ken Hadouken, teaches them Shoryuken, teaches them Tatsu. And then look what they both did with it. Like they both understand. Like if you look at the light Tatsu, the light Hadouken, and the light Shoryuken, those are all identical, right? Because that's what the foundation is. Now what they do with it from that point is up to them. So a lot of people try to force like this is the right way to play, but trying to tell Ken to play stable like Ryu is like, it's just not in his nature, right? He's hot-headed, he likes to go in. So my biggest thing is I want to teach you the foundation. Here's how you anti-air, here's how you poke, here are the things that, here's what makes people, here's what triggers what, right? Here's how the game functions. And then from there, I like to work with people to see what they naturally like to do. Like naturally, you're gonna start doing something. And I want to try and see, is that because you're panicking or is that just what your nature is? Like, what is it? And we try to find ways to tailor the foundation of the game to your style and your nature. That's like, that's the, like, look, if you compare me to someone like Nigel, who is someone that I trained, like he is a buzzsaw. Like he likes to just go in and like his reactions are sick so he can afford to do that. And if I try to tame him, he would start losing, So it's kind of like trying to find a way to mesh the foundation of what a fighting game is and what combat is into what they like to do naturally and make it make sense for them.
Sure. Do you feel like, I know, especially as the fighting games develop as a sport, right? People are going to try to optimize things, find out strategies that work. People are always pushing to try to find the solution, right? And a lot of times people will talk about that a game wants for you to play a certain way. Do you feel like that's the case, or do you think we can keep this limited to Street Fighter 6? Do you feel like people can make meaningful stylistic differences in this game and still be effective?
Of course. I mean, plenty of characters have been nerfed because someone took the character to a place where the developers didn't intend. It's like, oh, we didn't think about that. Never mind, change that. So I don't think you have to conform to what the intention was, especially if what you're doing is working. You're seeing something that maybe other people aren't seeing. I think the biggest thing is experimenting and seeing what's working, what's not working, what you see potential in, and just exploring. Really, like there's no like, I mean, sometimes there is, right? Some games are like, if you don't do this, you're kind of screwed, right? But
sure,
expression in itself is something that cannot be removed completely without it being extremely obvious. Like the game would look like footsies, which even then you could be a nut in a game as simple as footsies.
That's true.
Very true. Yes. Doc, so while you're on this journey of self-improvement, and it looks like the cat has taken over the stream, just let it happen, Brad. Just
she's gonna hang out.
Yeah. So
she really appreciates this now. She likes the attention.
It's her stream now. It's over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cat muse, bro. Like, so Doc, comparative to like other like regions, not just in the US but around the world, do you think, like, how do you think the training regimen or the way practice, right, is looked at in the United States or NA as a whole compared to other scenes like Japan or Europe?
I would say let's remove Japan from the equation because their scene is busted, right? Like they are the epitome of like being in a martial arts gym or training building of any kind, facility of any kind. Like they exchange information, they help each other to the max. It's in this. Japan is like their own gym. The entire country is like their own little gym. So with that being said, we can't really compete with that kind of compact talent and information sharing when our scenes are very divided. And I think that the biggest thing is we train in little pockets, right? Like I have these like 5 guys I train with, so I'm really good at these 5 matchups. But if we could find a way to collectively train together, whether it's like a Discord or some kind of like group chat or anything like that, I think that we would be much stronger. Like, for example, I just said I haven't played Brian F at all, right? Like, that's insane. Not, like, thinking about it, how long has this game been out? I haven't played him at all. And it's not anyone's fault. It's just kind of the way things play out. But I think if we work together, we'll be something strong like Japan. But right now, I think we're very suboptimal. There's so much we don't know about each other's characters. There's so much that we haven't seen about each other's characters. I'm hitting setups that you guys are like, what is that? And I've been hearing that since day one. You know, like every time I play in a tournament, I hear that. It's like that should be common knowledge by now, and I think it's just because we don't have a system and an infrastructure that's been created that we can all train together and see each other's stuff and share tech and I guess point out each other's weaknesses and strengths and get better.
And literally, like, by you describing all of this, it literally just sounds like you're describing the reason why you want EX Dojo to basically exist.
Yeah.
Right? So that way you can just have this environment to where all of these things can coincide and where all of us can share information like this, because you feel like compared to other scenes, well, compared to Japan at least, you would like them to be on the same level one day or better, but everybody's so fragmented, which is the problem.
Yeah, our incentive is very different in the West and all over the world as well.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, the incentive is very different. And I think for Japan, it's not just Japan, also Asia in general. Esports has always been kind of ahead of the curve over there.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to look at it as a legitimate thing and kind of take it seriously. Because if not that, then why are they doing it, right? It's very like all or nothing for them most of the time, not for every single person. So I think for us, a lot of us, it's kind of like a competitive casual thing. So like we're very try hard, but we're extreme hobbyists, as Danny Pham calls it. So we don't feel that need to be perfect. We don't feel that need to remove every margin for error. Whereas, you know, if it was like, okay, your life is on the line, you need to know every matchup, what would you do then, right? And I don't think we have that.
Yeah, I think extreme hobbyist. I like describing it that way, and that cultural difference, I think it's pretty evident if you've been in the community for long enough, because you definitely see that, you know, even there are casual fans of fighting games, and these are the people that like they play ranked, but they're more like they're watching stuff at the top level and not necessarily aspiring with the same degree of hunger to get up there. How do you feel like we bridge the gap from people who don't know and convert them over to being in a situation where they can be, you know, a casual fan? Because I do think that's one of the things fighting games struggle with compared to a lot of other esports.
I think let's see how this round goes, but I think the thing we love so much about fighting games is the thing the thing we're ending up hating about fighting games, which is that it's open for everyone, right? And everyone has access to even our best players, which is something that, you know, for most high-level competitive scene is kind of unheard of, you know? All right, let me focus on this. I'm getting
of course
right now.
I shouldn't, but I have a hard time with this matchup as Chun-Li.
I hate Chun-Li so much.
We didn't play at ECT, did we?
We did not. DP? No?
Yeah, since Doc is in the mix, Brad, how do you feel about this matchup? You are a Chun main, so...
So I think Chun... So, I struggle with it, but it's because I'm bad. I think Chun has every tool she needs to be able to win out this matchup. I think against Marissa, I feel like having a good low poke is a big deal, and she has one of the best ones in the game with her crouching medium kick. Her ability to set up a bunch of safe pressure and just play a really solid game is super effective. I think it's really easy for her to control a space and stand at a range where you can parry a lot of the special move pokes that a Marissa might like to do. So I think she also does a pretty good job of making sure that she doesn't end up getting her drive gauge devastated. But then you end up in a situation where if you want to play passive, you can get bulldozed over like Dr. Afrikan is doing to Trinity Batosai right now.
Not doing the anti-air there. Opts to jump out of the corner, goes for the counter hit, crouching medium punch. Oh my goodness. Dr. Afrikan locking in. The hate for Chun-Li grows really, really strong for him right now because he's just like, yeah, bro, I can't have you just beating me, bro.
I mean, it might happen. You don't even want to know what I think about Chun players.
I mean, I definitely
you don't
do.
want to know.
We're having this conversation after. I don't even remember what I asked you first. I know what I asked you first, but this is the conversation we're having now.
Hey, look, it's just a perfect. It's not that big of a deal, Doc. You got this. I believe in you.
A perfect in Street Fighter 6 doesn't mean that much. The double perfect in 6 is the new perfect. It's like in 4. Sometimes you played Seth and got perfected, and you were like, yeah, you know what, whatever.
Look, already, no big deal. Just a 60% life deficit. It's no big deal, man. Punish counter, caught you pressing on the foul next, and you wake up level 3. Okay, I understand.
Oh, damn, you are dangerously close to burnout. Yeah, that was going to be standing strong into HK legs and now hold these minus frames forever. Good armor.
Hey, you want to trade with Marissa? Pound for pound? Not a good idea. This is not your forte. Don't do that. Wow, she is hurt. God damn.
I mean, she got mauled. She's retired now. I mean, have you played World Tour, Banjo?
I actually haven't.
At this point, she's just teaching Kung Fu in Metro City. She's like just a consultant for Interpol now.
I mean, makes sense, like, right? Like the mission's over, right? Bison's dead.
Right.
Quote unquote.
But it's like, she's on some Tai Chi in the park type stuff.
Let's go.
Oh, big damage. Oh, same setup. Dead, right? Yeah.
I'm stealing that. That is that is wild. That was a wild setup. Okay, Trini Batosai.
All right. Ooh. Oh, that punished. Finding the anti-air, trying to keep you locked down. Clipped by the overhead. See, I don't use that enough. Safe jump. Oh, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so laughable, bro.
Right.
You know, she gets you in the corner, and, you know, it feels bad.
Like that second stop hitting as low as it did. It's just like, come on, dog.
Yeah. I haven't worked on that, but I know that's like the real crazy stuff. All right, yeah. Level 2 is gonna get smoked. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, what's it gonna be? Oh man, layer 3 Yomi lost to layer 2 Yomi. All right, keeping it locked down. Oh man, that could have been a huge whiff punish. Dr. Afrikan just shy of burnout, but Trinity Batosai can still take this game. Oh, didn't have the confirm off of that. Okay. Still doable, but scary. Oh, the trade does not work out. Trinity Batosai takes that dub.
How you feel about Chum players, Doc?
Bro, don't ask me. Don't.
I'm
don't
asking.
ask me, bro. You don't want to know. Don't get me started.
Are there Chun-Li players in the room with you?
No.
Listen, Doc. We honor the kickback, and you disrespect the kickback when you don't tell us what you think about Chum players, bro.
I can't, bro. I can't. For the sake of everyone here not getting canceled, I can't.
You got that much hate for this character? They're like, I'm not gonna say the take that spawns 1,000 twitlongers.
I can't, bro.
Hey, I respect the man who's intelligent, smart man, making business choices, bro.
Yeah, so then we'll roll back to what we were talking about just before you went into the game. So yeah, that bridge of person who's unaware to being a casual fan, a casual consumer of fighting games, that thing that I feel like we've had a really hard time doing compared to other esports. And I wanted your opinion on that and what we do to bridge the gap.
Yeah, I think so. What I was saying is, I think that what we like about the FGC is what we're going to end up hating, or what we're already hating, which is that everyone has access to the players that are the top percent, right? Like, if you think about boxing or anything like that, you can't just challenge someone who is ranks above you, right? There are many reasons for that. First, it's like the hype. First, it's like the risk for my record for something that may not even be worth it. You could get a lucky punch in, and then all of a sudden that's a loss of my record for nothing, right? And there's a lot of that where everyone thinks now that they are pro level simply because they have a master rank. And there's a certain level of, we have to find a balance between accessibility and like, giving people a reason to have fun, and also kind of separating what a pro player actually is, and then creating a funnel that is realistic to where you can actually make it to that point. So it's like, if I make it to this point, then I am actually a pro player. Until then, a lot of it is going to be very Wild West, I'll say.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is something I was gonna ask both you and Brad, Doc. So, that bridge between like that bridge of esports, so basically what's separating the FGC from like everybody else. Like, I guess we've had such a, do you think that we've had like a really, really difficult time trying to figure out like what that is, like over like the past just like several years? Because it feels like with this game, this is kind of one of the first times to where we've been like, okay, maybe we can actually be on that same echelon of league in some way, right? Not the full way, but in some way, right?
But so I want to highlight, like you said, the past couple of years, and we're talking about this. If we want to go back, Twitch came out because it was Justin TV before Twitch, shortly after, like with Street Fighter 4, which means we're coming up on 15 years of like the Street Fighter / fighting game revival. And other entire esports genres have came and went in this window of time.
Wow. Damn. That's a really good point. Jeez.
StarCraft 2 landed and died, and StarCraft Brood War came back.
Yeah, because Doc like made a very good point, because I do believe like there should be a separation like in like what truly is a professional fighting game player and what isn't, right? Because it feels like not to say that they're on the same echelon of skill as a high level player, but like they're kind of like too similar. And then also like for people who win the championships, one of my homies, Veli, who commentates Apex, he said that like we should get more storylines going, especially for people who win massive championships. And it feels like for the FGC, some championships that people win, it's like for some of them, not all of them mind you, but for some of them, we kind of just like they win and then we just like they never hear about it again. Like not for all of them, like of course when like if Daigo were to win, or if like somebody were to win Capcom Cup, you hear about it. But like there are people in the scene who I feel like win, very, very difficult tournaments like CEO and East Coast Throwdown, and like after they win, we just never hear about them again. You know what I'm saying? Or we never hear about that win again. And I feel like, that's a big accomplishment that should be highlighted more, right? And that should be like, explored a little bit more, especially after they win, but it never is.
Well, the closest thing we had to a championship, a true championship tournament was Capcom Cup.
Right.
The previous iterations of it, where you could qualify through points of by playing different events, and you would have like open brackets kind of work in that way, because then everyone in the cup truly was like a pro level, right?
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that if you didn't make it, you weren't a pro, which is like the weird distinction there. And seeing as how this conversation started with Japan definitely has a certain, it's not a defined line, but they do have a line where it's like, you are a pro now, right? It's like, it's actually a thing where you are a pro, not just you are a pro player, quote unquote, which doesn't, pro player is very different from pro in the FGC. Pro player just means you're really good, right? That's kind of how we use it. We just throw it around.
Yeah.
And being a pro is very different. And I think in Japan, they actually know like you are a pro now. And I think I don't think we have to find a middle ground where we don't lose that part of the FGC that is open for everyone. But I also do think that there's a certain, there's something lost when a pro level player isn't respected and distincted from everyone else, as in you've crossed the line now, because then you don't know what you're even working towards exactly.
Is it wrong for me to say like it's money? Like,
I was literally about to say something really similar. I was like, some of this is a culture conversation. Some of it is like a business and an organizational conversation, because especially, you know, we can only speak to the US here, but like it costs a lot of money to travel to these events, and you know, you win, you get your paycheck. That doesn't get you to the rest of the stuff that you need to be able to get to in the circuit.
It also costs a lot of money to tell a story accurately and well. Like, look at the amazing content the Red Bulls teams did, right? Those were expensive pieces of production, and to have that kind of story with marketing behind it, so I see it and people see it, is a very expensive conversation. All right, back to production. Just wanted to share that thought.
Yeah, because not to switch gears like to Tekken, but like you've seen like their rollout for the game. Like you've seen like their rollout for the World Tour, and how like they're showing like, you know, these special vignettes, and like, you know, they're saying like, hey, like if you win this tournament, like you're gonna be forever remembered as, you know, the Tekken world champion of this game. And for the rollout of the game itself, like what Thomas said, like literally like all that stuff really does look expensive. So I agree with you, Brad. It's definitely a culture conversation, but at the same time, it is also a business conversation too. So it's just really hard, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
it's difficult to navigate. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say there's a lot into it on the back end, and there's a lot to the infrastructure that we've had that kind of, the way the money flows in the FGC is very suboptimal. And that's majority of the issue. But we wouldn't have ever gotten here unless it flowed like that in the first place. So that's kind of where we are.
I didn't know you had a Kimberly.
Oh yeah, that was a start. And yeah, it looks like you're gonna be switching gears, playing a little bit of the Kimberly. So we've seen the JP, we've seen the Marissa, so now the Kim come out to play. Balbury gonna have an opportunity to be the big name here, but the mix-up potential in full force right here. Tick throws, and
oh my God,
too much dip on your chip, my friend.
Oh no, there we go.
All right, I'm locked down. That was so meaty, wall to wall. Jesus, do you ever feel bad for not letting people play the video game?
No.
Good. They go okay, yeah, because Doc is like, they're gonna do it to me.
They wouldn't let me play.
Right.
Medium kick trades.
Impact.
Literally just push.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a little DI.
I was waiting for it. I was like, ooh, now I can time how long the delay between him and us is. All right, lockdown in the corner. Big Pegasus. Ooh, we didn't get the combo after the crouching medium kick, but you're going to be able to close this one out at this point, right? Off of level 3? There's no way that doesn't kill.
Don't tell me they're about to do Kimberly wrong. Oh yeah, okay. It definitely kills.
Not this month. Not this month.
Not this month.
Kimberly kills this month.
Right.
Kimberly kills this month. I'm here for it.
Understood.
All right. Yeah, Balbury's having a really bad time trying to shut you down from like drive, rush, crouching, medium kick range. Oh, gross. Instant overheads.
Instant overhead into the pop-up from the can. Doc, let him play for a little bit. No, Balbury says, I'm going to take it into my own hands. They're trying to get fancy. Good DI, little punish counter. Okay, a little casual 20% from DJ right there. Wow. Slowest overhead known to man. And another up kick coming out from Balbury right here.
In and out.
Okay, able to get that round right there. Little shenanigans coming out from Docta Afrikan with the teleport.
All right, Tom, stream score is, yes, up 1 for Docta. Sorry, I just saw the message. It's all good. Okay, get through the plus stream. Ooh, you managed to stay same side there, too. Mad Meaty. He finally checks a run. Oh my god, the same thing. Do you just have a read on his DI tendencies at this point?
Nah, bro. Kimberly drop elbow. It's lit.
Part of Doc's gameplay is like, yeah, I'm a fighting game genius, but Doc also said like I'm gonna swing if they're gonna let me swing. He literally told us that. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. No, Kimberly drop elbow is lit. Like if I even think you're gonna move, I just throw it out there. We'll see what happens. You know, why not?
Is there a tournament experience that you absolutely like look back on? Like, yeah, I was cooking that day.
That I was cooking that day?
Oh yeah.
Let me think. I think Evo 2019. I was definitely playing really well. I lost to matchups I didn't know, unfortunately. Like I really do believe on that particular day, if I got through those 2 matchups, and I barely lost those 2. If I got through those 2 matchups, like you may have seen me in top 8, not even joking. I lost to Yang Mian, I believe in like top 32 or somewhere around that range, and he made top 8 after that.
Okay.
And it was just blocking Zeku's standing roundhouse, standing. I didn't even know I didn't know anything about Zeku, so I was literally blocking his roundhouse and holding the pressure. I didn't know it was even, crouching, negative standing. And that would have made a huge difference for sure. Like that was probably the best I've played in a long. That's when I beat Fudo as well. Like I was playing casuals, but I was playing out of my mind. Like it's playing ridiculous. That particular weekend, not just that day. I'd say that was my peak Street Fighter 5 level of play. Was like that weekend of Evo 2019.
So you said that's 2019. So that's 5 years now. Maybe for anybody who doesn't know, when did you start playing fighting games?
Start when I was a baby. Like I've always been a gamer, so I've been mashing buttons since I can remember. When did I learn that you can play fighting games?
Sure. Like when did you make that conversion to extreme casual?
Yeah, I don't know about extreme. I'm gonna say
extreme hobbyist.
When did I learn that extreme hobbyist existed? That's what I'm gonna say. Like when did I learn that?
Yeah.
And that it was a real thing. I would say, when what was it? 2014. So about 10 years now. I discovered my offline FGC scene. Something like that. Yeah, and yeah, I guess my life changed from that point. But I've been mashing buttons like long before then.
Awesome. 2014. Is there so of all the fighting games you've played, which one is your favorite?
Of all I've played, that's a tough question.
Yeah, you can pull out something niche as hell.
I'm gonna have to think about this one. Of all the fighting games I've played, and what do you classify as a fighting game?
That's an interesting question, and
I really want to hear it now. Like,
I feel like it's a you know it when you see it kind of thing, but
would you call Def Jam a fighting game?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's what I was trying to make sense of. I'm like, what do you think is over the line?
Say Biofreaks. Say Clay Fighter 63 in the third. say what's that one with Cloud in it? Ear guys.
Oh, Final Fantasy. Oh, Dissidia?
Yeah, Dissidia. Yeah. Say something crazy. Say Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Go ahead and just.
Yo, that's actually a. Wait, Tenkaichi? No, nobody plays Tenkaichi.
Come on, that's not fair, bro. That's a really good game. Love that game.
No, it's a great game, but Budokai is a fighter. Tenkaichi is like, there's the distinction. Dragon Ball Budokai is a fighter. Budokai Tenkaichi is not a fighter.
Doc is steaming hard, bro. He's like,
I'm thinking. Like, if I had to.
I didn't know this would be a hard question. I didn't realize.
I thought
my man is going through the back catalog.
Because Street Fighter is the natural answer, right? Because I played Street Fighter most of my most of my life, right? Basically, like my my conscious life, I guess, at this point. But yeah, I'll cop out. We can get back to this later. I might think about something. I'll cop out and I'll just say Street Fighter 4 because that's the one that I came into the FGC with. I don't necessarily think it's the best one, but my favorite. Even I have to think back about memories, but that is the one that gave me the most stress. I quit the game every day. That's like true love, right? You quit the game every day, but you come back the next day. So I have to say that one.
Oh yeah, post like I'm uninstalling the game. Now here I am reinstalling
I didn't have a console. I just went to the arcade every day.
Oh word.
Yeah. Oh. So we had a local arcade, and I didn't. I was like a broke college student, and so I didn't have. And I couldn't really ask my parents for anything because I was too prideful. So I was like, you know what? Until I get a console, I'll just go to the arcade. And so I went to the arcade every single day, and I played against like my some of the local players that were really good. And I thought I was nice, I thought I was nice. And then I found out real quick when I got 10-0'd by every single person. They took turns, bro. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. So I came back every day on lunch, bro. I didn't eat food during college. Every day at lunch, I went there for an hour. And I played whoever was there, got smoked, left, went back to school angry as hell. And then after school, I'd go back. Like it was a whole thing. It was dedication. A whole thing. I don't know about dedication. This obsession, if anything.
So did you start in Texas?
Yeah, I started in Texas. That's yeah. I was already in the US by that time, so
because I figured you started in Texas, but I think that you moved to Vegas. I'm not too sure on that. I don't want to
I'm in Vegas. I moved to Vegas roughly like about over a year, like just a little bit over a year now. Yeah.
Okay. Man, tell us about your relationship with Hitbox, bro.
With Hitbox, ooh, that's so currently I'm the partnership lead with Hitbox. So
word.
If you see like Hitbox partner with any tournaments or like Hitbox logos anywhere, that's probably me.
Okay.
So, but initially, I was at this arcade I was telling you about. I was in there because I basically lived there, and I played on the fight stick because I just switched from pad, and I saw this dude walk in with this like weird contraption that was like a fight stick, but there was no stick. And I was like, well, that's weird. And he was just like, you just hear buttons, nothing but buttons, bro. And I was like, what is going on? Who's mashing buttons the whole time? Like, that's crazy. And it was a Hitbox Sora. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Like, he's like OG Hitbox player. Like, he's so OG that Hitbox is part of his name. It's not like a tag. Like, Hitbox Sora is his name. That's how like OG Hitbox he is. Yeah. Marvel player originally. And I at some point we started talking, and he let me borrow a Hitbox to see if I'd be interested in learning it. And I quit Hitbox about 3 times because I just could not let myself lose. Like I'd lose to someone because they were jumping at me and I didn't DP it. I was like, nah, you can have this back. And I'd be like, nah, hold on, never mind. Let me try it again. And then 2 weeks later, same thing. So right after right after that Evo that right before that Evo rather that I told you about, like literally like the end of the year 2018, I reached out to him. I was like, okay, cool. I'm selling my stick because I worked. If you guys are familiar with Optic Gaming, I worked with them at the time, and that fell apart like right about that point. So I was like, you know what? Let me just focus on all the things now because I have time. I don't have to perform. I'm just gonna worry about getting better at the game. So I know Hitbox is better than what I'm playing on. I know it is. So let me just go ahead and hop on this thing. And I went to Sora and I asked him. He gave me the controller again. And at this point, I was roommates with Toy. If you guys are familiar with Toy, was like really good Bison player, Street Fighter 5, like insanely good. And I was like, okay, cool, bro. Like I was roommates with him and Ominous, and I was like, okay, Toy, I need you to tell me everything about Bison because I'm not about to play the characters I usually play. But I started off with Bison in Street Fighter 5. I dropped him because I thought he sucked in the early stages. I was like, let me just go back home. And since it's a charge character, it works perfectly since I'm playing on Hitbox. And Toy like showed me all the stuff. Like he helped me out a lot. And so I went to KIT like a month after that, and then I made 9th place. And I was like, oh wow, okay, this controller is something else. It was a controller and Bison, right? But it was like, okay, no, this works. So I kind of committed from that point, and Hitbox sponsored me officially. So I had like a controller sponsor. That's how I started off. Okay. And I built a good relationship with them over the years. And yeah, long time over. Last year before last, I suppose at this point, they reached out to me at the end of the year because I quit my other job and I was looking for something else. And yeah, now I'm here with Hitbox and I've been here and it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like everyone in here is like a legitimate menace in the fighting game. You wouldn't even guess it.
Word, man. Well, congratulations, man. I'm certainly glad that you're enjoying it. And it's kind of like a crazy full circle moment that you thought it was weird years ago about this guy walking in, about Hitbox Sora walking in with, this Hitbox controller. And now you see so many variations of leverless. So many of them, like everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, so again, we've sort of alluded to optimization problems and stuff like that. I think a lot of people bring up the controller preference conversation and every now and again you see things like, oh, is the stick dead? Like, is pad the best way to do it? Do you think there's a best way, or is it really just about personal comfort?
A little bit in between. I think that it depends on the situation. There's a best tool for every job, right? So I'm not gonna pull out a screwdriver to get a nail on the floor. So I think the Hitbox is the best well-rounded controller. If we're talking about well-rounded, I think so. But I can definitely see certain situations for like if you want something intuitive for certain things, like let's say an SPD. If you don't have the information, then you may kind of be lost on the Hitbox for a while, which is why we do so much work to educate people. But quite frankly, if I'm being honest with you, like the leverless is kind of the path most of the time.
I can agree with that. I feel like, and obviously I'm a leverless player myself, for me the reason it made sense was because I had that type of muscle coordination already from playing instruments. So it was like, all right, I know how to use my hands to do that, and with a stick it was this discrete thing that I had to figure out. I do feel like games in general are being designed with controllers more in mind more and more than the more classic fighting games, which were obviously designed with an arcade stick in mind because they were to be deployed in an arcade.
Yeah, like and not to mention that like you see that a lot of like fighting games that are coming out now, they're trying to I guess tailor to just or try to capture more of the casual audience. And you see like more of the controller configurations, especially pad configurations, is getting a little bit easier, right? Nobody's saying that like they're giving you the option to be like, okay, well, you don't have to put this input in to do a dragon punch. You can actually do this, right? You can actually just do something easier like R2 and triangle or something.
Sure. I mean, I think even more than that too, I think just the converse, like the talking point of feeling as though you have to play on a stick in order to perform at the highest level. has largely eroded. And I think as titles come out where people start with pad, people have really made sense of using different peripherals and executing at that same degree.
Yeah. And
I think the old school, that was a Japanese influence, right? In the early days, like stick is the way. And because of the, in a weird way, COVID actually changed the FGC quite a bit in many ways, right? More than just events and things like that. Even the controls we use now, so many pro players could not, they all wanted to try it and they all knew it was better for them, but they just could not take the time, similar to where I was, but at a much higher stake. They couldn't take the time because they couldn't afford to lose. They had sponsors, they had to perform, and that's a lot of stress on someone. But once that's off the table, once you could just work on improving, they're like, yeah, I have all this time, why not?
It just makes me feel like we were talking about, that pipeline of like extreme hobbyist to pro. You need a down season to be able to try out new stuff.
Yeah. Like that really
or an
is
off
important. Season. That really is important to experiment, to figure out whatever. Like, you could have a character you want to learn, but you have a tournament next week. That's the one thing I'll say about the old system that maybe was a little bit too much, was there was always a tournament. And unless you were a literal professional that got paid and that was your job, it was very risky for you to even attempt that, even to take time off your main character.
So since we're in the realm of hitbox, I've been meaning to ask you, like, what do you think personally of the cross up? Because that's like an interesting marriage between the traditional stick players and then of course the hitbox configuration that's been made so popular by Hitbox, of course, and of course the peripheral is by Hitbox. Shout out to Hitbox cross up. Make sure y'all get one. Go buy one right now. It's actually very good. My roommate has one. It's so good. I love using that thing. So
yeah. Okay. So let's while I'm talking about this, I'm gonna take a short break just because like my brain is. Yeah. I may have sipped on something while I was doing this.
Hey, so you're all good.
So what I'll say is the cross up is the reason why the cross up exists. At its core, it's because the brothers that created the hitbox, Sean and Dustin, don't want the stick to die because they're huge fans of the arcade stick. They came into that era. They're old school, and they fully understand what they created. It's like leverless long term may very well be the end of fight stick if we're active with it. So the cross up is something that's kind of designed for those players who are already on fight stick to kind of keep fight stick alive. It's more than that. It's more than just that. So you guys may not know this. The cross up is actually fully remappable, 100% remappable. So you can remap any button, any input as well, including the stick, to do anything. So if you want to have your drive impact on your thumb, for example, and you're a fight stick player, you might want to look into that. You want to have your parry up there on any of the buttons. You want to have it anywhere. You can wrap the whole thing. So the most interesting thing I've noticed, I didn't realize this until like maybe last month, is that Dustin, my boss, he doesn't play any game on a regular controller. He plays every game on the cross up. Every single game. He plays Zelda on the cross up. He plays God of War on the cross up. He actually
it's a wild peripheral, bro.
He posted a video where he pissed off the whole internet by doing perfect parries with Kratos, and no one could stop him by doing sliding techniques on the cross up. Like it's not a controller it's not really a fighting game controller. It's really like taking a DualShock controller and then making it into a fight stick, and then making it remappable however you see fit. That's kind of what the cross up is.
I did not know that. That's super interesting.
I played Ultimate with it. Like it's the peripheral's insane. Like for real.
The engineer in me is now thinking about like all the stuff going on under the hood. I'm like, ooh, how did they do that? What did they do? That is a bar napkin conversation. That is not a for an audience conversation. I'm sure we can't give away trade secrets.
Man, that's crazy, man.
All right, let's search the next one. Looks like I'm number 7.
Sitting at 6 and 2. So
let me see what Do is doing right now. I'm not queuing up if he's queued up. That's too risky.
While you do that, we have Crossover, Trinity Batosai, Brian F, Joe Marogan, Noah the Prodigy, and Idom all sitting there. And damn, yeah, actually just beneath you, Yazdero and then Knuckledew.
Yeah, I think I'm exactly number 8, right? If I'm not mistaken, or did someone pass me?
I thought you said you were 7, actually.
It has you at 7, but there's something to be said that I think it reconfigures itself once the ladder is closed because it evaluates based on like percentages. Bunch knows better about how it works under the hood than I do.
You are actually 7 right now.
I wouldn't rest if I were you.
But I would
Well, I'm just looking.
Yeah.
I just didn't want Dew to be queued up. That's all. All right, we're
No,
good.
no, I understand. I'm just saying in general. It's like I wouldn't take your 6 and 2 to the bank.
Yes.
As long as Dew is not in there. All right, cool.
And you trying to gatekeep?
40% flash kick is at 14 games already, or so far.
Yeah, we're trying to see if
Kinda low for him.
Hey, how did you get that many games in?
Look,
played him.
you saw
He does that every time.
He does that every time, bro.
He has a record of 19 games played
Bro,
here.
that's me or you, bro. Like, that's the mindset. It's me or you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
2 men go in, 1 man comes out.
Right.
He knows what he signed up for.
And he knows he's gonna go back in. It doesn't matter if he doesn't come out.
Like that man is a Casa regular, literally in here like every week trying to beat his score.
I think he's been here
games.
every week.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think he's missed a week since
shout out.
the inception of the kickback.
Shout out to 40%, man.
Let me know when you get
big
your opponent,
homie.
Doctor. I'll give him a call.
All right, sounds good.
Here we go.
I'm searching. We got 2 players in queue.
That's wild, bro.
Okay.
'Cause
Who's it gonna be?
He's beating 2 of these
One
people in
player
top
in queue.
8. No, he's beating 3 of these
actually,
people in
good
top
point.
8.
My
No, 2 of these
record,
people in
my
top
record
8.
against Chun-Li is horrendous. Like, in tournament, I don't think I've ever beaten a Chun-Li in my life. Ever. I don't think I've ever beaten a Chun-Li in my life. Oh, no, actually, that's not true. I did beat, I should have played Modern, now that I think about it. I did beat, who has it? Crisp. But Crisp doesn't really take any risk. But also,
I
it's
think
modern.
that makes sense.
That was me playing modern, so that might have actually been a factor I didn't consider.
I was gonna say, I feel like Chun as a character in general, you can really get away with trying to play a not risky game.
Yeah. It looks like I'm playing Maze Traps.
All right, yep, they're sitting at 5 and 2 on the ladder currently.
Nice. So it's
If
you or me then.
There's a lot of anime avatars in this ladder, I gotta tell you.
Nerds.
Right? Nerds, bro.
Huge nerds, bro.
Yeah, let me cover my wall so you guys can't see it.
I mean, we can't see it.
Sick.
Are you going to
Are
LCQ?
you nerds?
Doc?
It looks like I might go. I'm supposed to have a ticket for the cup, but I need to get a confirmation on that first before I start booking anything.
Is there who is your pick to win?
That's
Not the
hard.
LCQ, the cup.
That's so hard, man. Like
It is, right?
So Fudo
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. Kawano is looking insane at the moment. That's for Japan. Those are my picks for Japan. For the US or like just NA in general, Mena. If Mena shows up, everyone's screwed. Like if he actually shows up in form, everyone's screwed. Do if he shows up in form, like you never know. Like Do is one of those people. It's like depends on the bracket, depends on how stable it is for him. But Do is I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think I'm picking him at the moment yet. Like not quite yet.
Has Tokido won anything of substance this year?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. I think Tokido's always a slow starter. It always takes him a while to find his way.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Especially when he doesn't have Akuma out the gate.
Yeah.
Like it was different for like Street Fighter 4. Like he was a bit of a menace, but like everybody from Japan was a menace. But then like it, I don't think I want to give him. He was slow in Street Fighter 5.
Well, Ryu was close enough to what he likes to do. And
Yeah.
Ryu was
Yeah.
mostly stable. And Ryu was pretty ignorant overall.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Takedo indulges in
season
some
one-
ignorance.
Yeah, season 1 Ryu was kind of he was a little privileged.
Yeah, a little bit.
He was a little privileged. He had a jumping light attack that might have been a little too good.
I was about to
bit.
say that. I'm glad you said it. I was like, come on, y'all. We all got crossed up by that for 18 fucking years.
Bro, not even cross up, just hit in the face.
Or just utterly disengaged. Like,
Alright.
yeah, that's fine.
Let's see this Luke. Let's see this Luke.
Yeah, so with
remember
10
the-
minutes
with
left
the
in the
jump
ladder,
back
ladies
OS?
and gentlemen.
Y'all remember that?
Ooh, okay, hold up.
I don't remember that actually.
There was a jump back
Oh,
OS
okay.
in Street Fighter 5. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, a little bit too much dip on your trip there, Maze Traps. Going for that fully charged punch. That's not
What are
going
you
to
gonna
work.
do now? You gonna DP again? Burnout. You or me?
Yo, his
Fan
clan
Docta.
tag is MR Goblins.
Oh, that's definitely Shine. That has to be Shine. That has to be Shine.
MR Goblins?
I think so. That has to be Shine.
Oh, damn, what a whiff punish.
Wow, you saw him try to suppress from that far away? Who are you suppressing?
Not me. Bro, I always forget it's Luke, bro. His whiff punish on Glidus is so easy.
Damn, now it's wild.
There we go. Now, you thought it was sweet, huh? You thought it was sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gone, Bucko. You have a good day.
I always forget it's Luke, bro.
Actually,
I gotta give him something to think about.
Have a great rest of your day, Mace Traps. Have a great rest of your day, sir.
so you can clock out.
Right.
Alright, time to
All
be
right,
ignorant.
game one.
How ignorant.
Oh my god. I was trying to be like 40%. My fault. I'll never do that again. I never go for that command grab after the counter as well.
Yep, Maze Traps is like really trying to dance around that one space, but I feel like
Yeah.
they're not doing enough to dissuade you from catching them all the way. Damn, they found the good button.
That was sick. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Oh
So now
no!
what's the difference?
Roman
Oh, they
Rogan?
found. Oh,
I let go for a
Never
moment.
fails.
I let go for it. Ah, my
You
fault.
might
my
wanna-
fault.
You might want to channel some 40% flash kick. I ain't gonna lie to you, mate. Oh yeah, there it is.
cool. Much love to 40. I don't think 40 blocks that uppercut. Oh, perfect
Good
parry.
perfect parry. Lots of scaling on this. No big deal though. Still keeping
Plus
the pressure
frames.
up. Hot
Oh.
damn, Doctor African. All I know is go.
Go, 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 bro. Learn from my boy 40.
His name is Maze Traps, not Frame Traps. He does not know what to do.
Alright, we're gonna slow it down. I love
That's fine for you.
How did I not whiff punish? Yo,
Ah, you had
crazy.
it. What?
how did I not whiff punish, bro?
Oh my god.
Yo, that button needs to be looked at. That's crazy. You guys
That
want
was
to know what's
insane.
crazy? I pressed it on prediction. I pressed it on prediction, bro.
Yep, and you lost 50%.
He's got that privilege, man. He's trying to be the anti-Ryu. He's like, I'm on the
Right.
box art. Don't worry, I'm still safe. What a back throw. God damn.
Uh-oh, the button to end all
I
button,
messed up.
perhaps?
I messed up. I messed up. He's gonna kill me.
Oh. No, you're still alive. One in the corner.
I messed up. I messed up so bad. Like I forgot my setup like midway through. Hey, let's go. Outplayed.
Okay.
Get a little push to the corner right here. Bro, everybody gets gotten caught with that drive rush medium kick, bro. Everybody gets hit by that, dog.
Oh my god. Perfect
Boom,
parry
locked down.
and just goes right to the air. I guess maybe wanted to like a neutral jump shimmy.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. That's why I jump back with medium punch all the time. I'm like, I don't want that, bro. You can have it. I'm ooey. Ooey.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna be there, bro.
Really being a menace for the fireball game, just throwing a phalanx like that.
Oh, he wasn't ready for that whiff punish.
I didn't get off the floor. I knew where he was going.
I
is
like the
robbing you.
tactic. I like the tactic of the jump back medium. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you parried? Oh no.
Okay, side swap. Oh, wanted for an instant
DP
overhead
again.
setup. Not gonna get it. The Joe Amiro gonna get parry pump. Oh, he is buffering level 2.
Right.
Oh, wasn't ready for it. This is mad scary.
Okay, understood. Right.
I'm about to be like 40,
I'll
bro.
take the
little
gamble.
cheeky.
You're up
How
around.
does he hit those?
Right.
How does he hit those?
Full commit on that part of Scudam. Oh my
Okay.
god. Fully charged Gladius and more corner pressure. Got airborne, able to get this level. Look at the damage. It's not gonna hurt that bad. I'm a liar. That shit
That hurts a lot.
bro. Oh my god, bro.
I think the bigger deal is like, oh my god, what a mix up.
Yeah, 40 might be,
Doctor,
40
good,
might be
bro.
onto something. Bro. He might be onto something. Hold up.
That was
All right.
disgusting.
Yeah, you alright.
He might be onto something, bro.
Damn. Shout outs to Twitter,
Like stolen, bro.
because I know that's getting clipped. I know that's getting
stolen.
clipped.
My boy might be onto something. Was that sleeping on that the whole time?
Maybe.
Maybe, dog.
Who knew that
game been
you
missing.
just had to play mad aggressive?
Hey, bro, it's him on me, right? Like go drive rush in overhead. That's kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up. All right, where are we now?
The thing that did it for me is it was drive rush in, crouch jab, and
Yeah.
the counter hit gave you the frame advantage that the overhead became even scarier because he was not gonna stop mashing, and I think you would have got clipped if it was just overhead.
I'm pretty sick, right?
I
All right. All right. I'm still
Goddamn.
7th. Okay. When does this end?
I see
This is
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes.
2 minute warning, so you can
bet.
try to get in one more.
No,
So-
I'm good. We'll see what happens.
So the queue closes in 2 minutes, but you
Oh, but the
finish your
matches
last.
keep going.
You finish your
Ah.
last
Yeah.
set at like until
All
it's
right.
done.
Is dude queued
Yeah.
up? Now dude's playing. Who else is in here?
I love that you're still dodging people.
This
You're like 2 minutes
Alright,
means I got time to pick my shot.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm not gonna just shoot. Let's see.
Yeah, play smarter. I love it.
On that Fire Emblem, like, 3% hit chance? Nah, get that out of here.
Nah,
Come on, dude. Come on.
I said, come on, dude. Well, okay. So high speed chaos is not gonna make it. No, I should be good. I should be good.
Yeah, no, you're solid right now.
If I don't make it, I don't want it. I should be good.
That's you're rolling the dice on it.
that's all I'm saying.
There's
I'm like,
there's
I-
matches that are ongoing right now.
But that's one match. It would have to end. So look, high speed chaos would have to end his match right now, and then get another
Requeue,
one within the next
yeah.
2 minutes. It's the only threat on the table right now. But even then, he would match my score. So I don't know if that puts him over me.
because and the fact that you doing this off a dice roll, bro, just queue up, bro. Like
It's
just
not- it's
queue
not-
up, bro.
it's not a dice
No,
roll.
I
Like,
get. I think
guaranteed.
he's like if he queues up and loses, that can bump him down.
He's right.
Oh
He's doing
yes,
it right.
that is true.
So that becomes.
High speed chaos
I
would
get
have
that.
to win a match right now and then queue up again.
This man's icing the ladder.
You have to queue
Wow.
up again right
This is not the first time I've seen it. The amount of strategies, as much as I get salty at the strategies, I kind of like it. I kind of like how everybody just like has a different approach at the ladder. Like 40 is just trying to get as many games as possible. This guy's trying to dodge, Capcom Cup champion, no big deal. And everybody's got their own little thing.
Right.
I think
No,
for a
it's-
time, all the top players
it's
were trying to like
because
they were
he
trying to get the
plays
best.
Cammy, bro.
Yo, nah, I
He
get
plays
it.
Cammy.
I get it. You're scared. It's cool.
No, I'm
But-
playing in top 8. I don't want to risk it though. You
Uh-huh.
you really want to gamble on Cammy?
No, for sure.
This man Butch, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
You smell that?
Yo, he said
That's crazy. Hey, Bunch,
Step
hey,
away from
Bunch.
the stream.
What is that?
Taking a break.
Yo, Q's now closed.
You know what, bro? You invited me to this show. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Thank you.
No.
for
This is an open space. This is an open space. This is a.
You're right, bro. You're right. I'm sorry.
Nah. Talk your shit. I welcome the shit talk.
I'm sorry, man.
I welcome it.
I'll do better, bro. I'll do better.
Oh, shit.
I'll do better, bro.
better.
Damn, he's trying to
Say
guilt me.
something, Bunch.
He's trying to guilt me.
Say something.
He doesn't. He
Cut this
doesn't
man off
know.
at the knee.
Yeah, that's my job.
Shameful, bro.
God damn.
I still got one more slug. It's a double barrel. It's a double barrel, baby.
I still got one more. That's crazy.
I'm surgical with this hoe.
Ladder's closed, dog.
Ladder is
go.
closed.
Ladder's
Alright,
closed.
Sick.
We're gonna let these few matches finish up. But there's there's little to no chance that there's gonna be a tiebreaker. But we always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Last match, Knuckledew versus Noah the Prodigy. That is right.
Come on, Noah.
Come on, Noah.
Send him out.
Yo.
But like, look at if Noah wins and Dew's 8-4. Yo, that
opens the door.
There's another 8-4.
That opens the door.
Send him back.
It does.
Send him back.
40% managed
8-4?
to get to 16 games.
Who's 8-4?
The other 8-4 is Yazdero, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, but yes,
Yes,
there was
Daryl's
still
not in
rookie
it?
though.
Oh,
Yes, there
my
was rookie.
lord.
He didn't make it to pro, so it won't matter.
Oh my lord.
Yeah,
It's-
like if Knuckledew loses, like he'll just bump down.
Yeah, no, he won't even bump down. He just stay where he is because he won't go to rookie.
Oh, sure.
God dang it.
It's like all the stakes just disappeared at once.
Oh
Nah,
yeah.
I actually don't mind playing dude.
Nah. Don't try to have that energy now, bro. Don't try to have that energy now.
I don't. I just can't risk it in the
No.
ladder. The ladder is so scary. Like you don't understand what you're putting me through.
See, that's what I wanted you to say. That's exactly what I wanted you to say right now.
You
crazy 4-0 to start, bro. Like that 4-0 that you had at the beginning was crazy.
That's not
That's
the
actually
point, bro.
true.
That's not the point. Look. So I see here Zafrino. That's a Dalsum. I'm not risking a two versus Dalsum. I see. Like I'm not gonna do it. If I knew that dude was playing Chun-Li, I would have dodged.
Good shit.
Respect it.
Nah, good
Honestly.
shit.
I respect it.
Like-
I
Nah,
respect
good
it, bro. Like,
It's Battle City rules, man. You're like, hey,
Right.
I can beat you. Play for the locator card.
Well, we got a goal, bro. There's a goal here. It's not about like winning every single game. We got a goal, bro.
You're right.
You're gonna make the top 8.
No, that's
You're right.
fair.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why
bad.
Bunch. Is that why we're the hardest tournament? Is that why you think that's the case?
For sure. Yo, first of all, I don't have to say nothing. All you gotta do is watch this VOD. My man had 4 back-to-back Capcom Cup contenders.
yep. It's
He
facts.
I'm sorry.
And
sorry.
iced them all.
And then the random Chun-Li that's undefeated right now.
Yeah. That part. Who just recently got knocked to second by crossover. Like this. Yo, you can have your 100, 200, 300 man tournament all you want. The concentration in here is nuts.
Yeah,
I will say though,
is
I would much rather play strong players back to back than see a name I don't know about and then see a Luke on there. That's way scarier to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's terrifying.
You know what he's gonna do.
But this is way harder. Like this is definitely like it's just you're gonna get hard matches. That's what a ladder
It
is.
is. You don't have a choice. Knuckledew won, by the way, 2-0.
All right, lit.
All right.
I just wanted to let you know.
This guy's an instigator, bro. What do you want?
Yeah, bro.
What do you want, bro?
He definitely is.
Chaotic neutral, bro.
What do you
Oh
want,
my
bro?
god.
He
Yo,
really is.
Chaotic neutral, dog.
I
yo,
watched the
Dog.
JP at Frosted. There was no neutral.
that's crazy.
Hey, Raiders JP.
That is
scale of 1 to 10.
Oh,
Raiders JP.
Wow,
right
no,
now,
I need to hear this
scale of 1 to
number.
10, bro. Yeah, I need
I need to
the
hear.
number, bro.
You said 1 to 10?
Yeah, 1 to
Yeah,
10.
for his JP.
Well, that stream had to be like the stream setup had to be laggy. There's no way.
Thank you.
It had to be.
Thank
it had
you.
To be.
Oh my lord. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't, but I'm vindicated. Holy shit.
Apologies for the JP.
I understand.
Bro. Crazy.
I understand
Wow.
because I also don't say stuff about tournaments, but like when I was watching, I was like, bro, that didn't even make sense. What was he even trying to do?
Like it was so laggy that I would like forget my combo mid go. I was
okay.
I was like,
Wow. Damn.
That's not ideal.
I was like, okay, level 2 setup, target combo setup, target combo. What do I do now? Oh yeah. All right, well, never mind.
My man was playing on Magnavox, bro. Like,
Bro.
damn, bro. The box put that back on.
He was on
bro.
dial-up.
Bro, I'd rather it be delay based netcode than what I had to play with. But I was trying to put a show on. I was trying to put us on the map. Let everybody know CasaBunch, not just a tournament organizer. I be out here. Anyway,
Yeah, 13th, right? At that one tournament, right?
which one?
ECT, you got 13th.
ECT, I didn't go. I got 7th at NEC,
Oh,
and then
Yeah,
I
you
got
got
17th at Can Opener.
Right. You're talented, dog.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah, I know.
You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
I'm okay for.
You're pretty good.
I'm okay. Damn, you almost got edged out, I think.
you really almost did.
By who?
Yo,
You played the numbers, bro. You did it.
You tie 7 with IDOM.
Yeah, like that's because Doom made it, but like that wouldn't change anything. Nobody was gonna make it into the top 8. I was straight.
yeah, Jacob, you're good to finalize. Let's get this popping.
What is this picture of Joe Omirogan on start.gg? What is this? Whatever. It don't matter.
That's
Anyway.
not that's
Do we need to run ads? We're going right into it.
that's like a
Yeah, let's run ads.
yeah.
Let's run a quick 3-minute. That way everybody can stand up. I'm just gonna hit the button, and then yeah, everybody go use the bathroom. Doc, you're totally cool to stay here if you want. If you want to focus on playing in top 8 and leave the chat, it's all
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hoping to not make top 8 because I'm trying to go home. I'm still at work.
That's
I'll do it. What is up, everybody? We are back here at the top 8 for the kickback, and I have brought out the wine because it's what I have, and I have to go to the liquor store. No whiskey tonight. What are you drinking, Tom?
I don't drink on weekdays anymore, so I am drinking water. But tomorrow, bourbon comes out.
Word. Stay hydrated, Friday. Everybody. Banjo, what are you drinking? Do you have water over there? I'm sure.
Yeah, my Kool-Aid is like downstairs, so like I got water, you know what I'm saying? Stay hydrated, like you said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, so we are getting ready for this top 8. A last-second audible. We thought Docta Afrikan was going to be in that top 8, but there was a last-second update. So we have Crossover versus IDOM, Trinity Batosai versus High Speed Chaos, Brian F versus No Other Prodigy, and now this match, Knuckle versus Joe Umeorogan.
Oh yeah, so
we were talking about hard brackets, right?
Well, definitely full of Capcom Cup contenders tonight, and you'd love to see it. The gauntlet that is the kickback every Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. And Knuckle says, look, hey, Capcom Cup right around the corner, so I guess it's time to start playing like it a little bit. And Joe Umeorogan, ready to reciprocate the exact same thing, gets the corner switch right here. You reach, I teach, good grab, Knuckle trying to reset right here, but Joe Umeorogan, big combo inside the corner.
Yep, finding the empty jump into the throw. Gonna try to finish out the job. Throw number 2. What do we do in third? I love 3. I love 3 throws because the third one is if you suffer from the human condition, you don't want to get thrown 3 times.
Right. Rule of threes. Am I correct in that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Here we go. Oh. Big time block right there from Knuckle. Trying to put him in the corner. Good uppercut. But a little bust out right there from Knuckle himself.
Time to go to work. Level 3 connects. Joe Umeorogan going to claim the life lead here. Has that drive gauge advantage as well. How far are we going to press this issue? How aggressive is he going to choose to be? These crouching strongs really scary. That was such a late throw.
Yeah, big time life lead on his side as well with the drive gauge. Goes for the trade, but the throw back into the corner by Joe Umeorogan. Joe Umeorogan in great control. Couple of pokes. Now you're susceptible to chip, but the button into the level 3. Knuckle still in the game quite yet. Gonna get a little bit of drive gauge back, but the damage from the CA. Able to get the dive kick. Watch your toesies, my friend.
In my head, there was not a world. Joe Umeorogan still had drive gauge. In what universe is he not churning ODDP? The second dude jumped, I was like, that's done. The 1 minute Joe Umeorogan chooses to be restrained.
Like literally fractions of a second, man. Frames. The reactions. Knuckle side, you said, look, man, we got to get ready, man. The big one is approaching. Dive kick to avoid the grab and get the side switch as well into another throw. Joe Umeorogan getting a little mixed up right here. Knuckle life deficit, but not a problem.
Empty jump low. That was such a smart spot to empty jump low. Mixing the hell out of Joe Umeorogan right now. Finding that back throw. Flash knuckle there for Joe Umeorogan. Goes for the Joe Umeorogan. DR into overhead. Empty jump low into the corner. Knuckle is going to be able to close this one out. Damage to spare. First game on the board.
Knuckle down, but not out, man. Like, even at a life deficit, he's still like, you know what? The game is still very much in my control. Let me show you how. Joe Umeorogan down by 1. Knuckle up by 1.
Standing medium kick coming in, starting to press the issue. Yo, thanks for coming through in the chat, Brian. Wait, was that a... No, never mind. Anyway, Knuckle keeping this corner control in place, standing roundhouse whiff punish, and Joe's starting to try to work his way out.
Yes, and Knuckle loves these trades, getting a little bit overzealous right there. But here, Joe Umeorogan goes. Big combo, shoulder check to the corner, but no. Oh my goodness, whiffing on that shoulder charge and literally getting blown up for it. Knuckle up 1 round to Joe Umeorogan's 0 so far.
Yep, and a nice, strong start here for Do as well. I feel like Joe has spent a surprising amount of time on this set being on the back foot. I don't know Joe for being like a defensive player, and there's something about this matchup that is slowing him down so much.
Like, you see him being a little bit pensive on these dive kicks, and like right in this range right here where Cammy can kind of abuse you. But here we go with DP. Joey Rogan in great control right here in the corner, trying to establish control, but NuckleDu fighting their way out and literally throwing them back into the corner. The dive kicks playing in great fashion for NuckleDu, the level 3 to take this into a game 3. NuckleDu up by 2 on Joe Rogan.
Super strong performance. And yeah, from Joe, I need to see a little bit more control on the screen. I don't know if maybe you need to be like find easier access to your uppercut. Apologies, the top 8 the whole way through is going to be first to 3. We just have to update the lobby settings. It is still currently 2-0 for NuckleDu. But yeah, for Joe, I feel like the dive kick pressure has been so difficult for him to get through. Yes. And I think finding some comfort in an anti-air game in some way to dissuade that and bring Du back to the ground is going to be a big deal. And that's the other problem, right? Is when you try to throw that fireball game, which I do know Joe for, Cammy has great anti-fireball tools all over her kit.
NuckleDu is reacting to all of this so well. Joe Rogan, not a lot of drive age on his side, but NuckleDu using the last of his, and he's in burnout currently. So Joe Rogan gonna try to force the issue here. Excuse me.
Okay, dive kick connects. Yeah, it's Joe is I think what you need to do is when NuckleDu is standing at exactly that range where he wants the fireball. Okay, here's what Joe has to do. Get to that range where he's trying to fireball and he's getting hooligan through or dive kicked on, and just walk forward. Make Du surrender space and then work him into the corner. The fact that Joe is walking so far back is astounding to me.
Yeah, like literally just forcing himself into the corner is not a good idea. This is where the range that NuckleDu clearly likes to play at. He's kind of posturing right there with the crouching medium kick and the crouching roundhouse, and it's been so good for NuckleDu. And literally, Joe Rogan has had so much trouble getting out of this corner, but this sequence right here gonna try to just put him back in neutral right here.
Yep, doesn't want to use the level 3, get some plus frames. Wow, the counter jab after the stand jab. Empty jump low. That's going to be the set because we do build up to our level 3. NuckleDu is able to close out this set 3-0. Say it ain't so, Joe. Really did not look as though he was playing very much for this set, frankly.
A little bit,
on the
uncharacteristic, I'll say that. I'll say uncharacteristic from Joe Rogan. You see the approaches are way more aggressive than, than we're used to seeing from him. But that NuckleDu playing like that he's saying it's February 1st, like Capcom Cup is 2 weeks away. Yeah, it's time to focus up, man. It's time to really take these tournaments leading up to the big one very seriously, and playing like that'll do you.
Yeah, and I mean I think for Joe, you're also going.
Yes.
And if this is a taste of what this kind of matchup is, like, this is a matchup that could very well happen on that stage. And if you don't have an answer, if Du picks Cammy and you don't have an answer, then lucky for you, you have at least 2 weeks notice now.
Man, but that's just one of many matches that are happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a great show for you for the rest of this top 8. So we just saw Rogan and NuckleDu, but now we're going to get Brian F versus Noah the Prodigy.
We did get to see Brian play a little bit earlier during our guest portion with Docta Afrikan. We didn't get the chance to see Noah so far tonight, who now has a really strong lead. I appreciate the willingness to back up. You have such a fast fireball. Like, Luke can be threatening without standing in a range where he needs to worry so much, but gets DI'd on, unfortunately.
There you go. Now we get the shenanigans, but no. Wake up throw back into the corner right here, but Brian F still very big lead. Perfect parry. Go. Wow.
Okay.
Yes, the ODDP, but but Brian F. Definitely on the back foot in the ODDP. Going to take it right there. So here we go. Noah the Prodigy. Very sizable lead currently.
Yeah. I think the drive management from Noah was really impressive for me in that round. It just, the amount of, the way that he was able to use everything, DR into overhead, keeping this pressure going. Back throw, unfortunately, is going to cost him the corner position.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hold the maze just for a little bit. And it's actually out of resources, so he can't hold it for too long. Otherwise, that chip is going to come into play here. Here we go, and going to go into the level 3 right here. Brian F going to completely deplete that drive gauge and do a decent amount of damage on the way as well. You are on empty, my friend, in the corner against JP.
Here's the problem. Noah has level 3 CA available. In fact, yeah, you can't DI at that point. Noah can kind of just charge these flash knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, good bait going for the long one. Is that going to punish? Yes, it is. The first game still goes to Noah. It didn't matter how little health he had. He had a one-button solution to the problem. That was your remaining health.
That man literally wound up a 3-point stance and got a running start to connect that level 3. And, man, it looked like it didn't hit from that range. But, hey, Noah the Prodigy says, I know my character. Don't even worry about it. And here we go.
Hey, you remember when people said you couldn't check drive rush in this game? You remember when people said that?
And we have come a long way from June of 2023, my friend.
Brian in the driver's seat just now, though, spending a fair bit of drive gauge on this. Setting up the portal for more pressure. Getting the better of this. Noah going for these parry pumps. Very smart of Brian to fit a tick throw in. Oh, what a bait.
Yep, and for Noah, you have to carefully just navigate your way through this, trying to jump through, but no, not going to happen here. Brian F going to be able to take the round in a big way, really controlling the space in that last game.
Yeah, I love the way that he set up that space trap as well. The OD release bought him the time for the teleport. It was like the magic of Fireball Drive Rush, except he had to spend 2 bars.
You're able to get the wall splash here, misses, but... yeah, the parry pumping.
Oh my god.
You would think that the parry pumping, a little shimmy right here from Noah the Prodigy. Good, perfect parry. Puts him back into the corner, and Amnesia, you gotta hold it. Do you have the defense? But no, Hellzone grenade coming out from Brian F and gets the hit and puts him back into the corner for this sequence. And Brian F is gonna go up a game. 1-1 between Noah and Brian.
I think even if he didn't get the win out of that, right? The level 2 is very effective at locking down the screen for a large window of time. So it was going to buy a lot of time for Brian to get out of burnout and restabilize the situation. It appears as though somebody has dropped from the lobby.
Yeah, and it looks like it's Brian.
Brian says he got booted to main menu.
Got a little bit of technical difficulties, no big deal, ladies and gentlemen. It happens, right? It's the internet. But while we're in the slight intermission, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're checking out the Matcherino, please and thank you.
Yeah, I am trying to check how many codes we have left. Oh, we got through all the codes. Way to go, everybody.
Nice job, guys, with $117. Dr.
117 push-ups.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Afrikan is going to get swole tonight. Bunch, are you joining him in that? I'm going to take it
He's
for a
deaf and damn muted.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
deaf
I'm
and
gonna
damn
take it for a
muted.
yes.
He, like, literally can't hear you. Yo, chat, let me know if you think Bunch can do 117 push-ups.
Fuck it, I'm in there.
Hey,
okay.
Like a real soldier. Hey, let's get it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and, of course, contributing to the Matcherino, giving us love so we can give it right back to you in the form of wonderful prizes. And now we're in the winner's quarters. Noah the Prodigy going up against Brian F. 1-1 between these two.
Oh my god. That low forward trade worked out into a combo for Brian, who is doing a great job of keeping this locked down right now. Noah was ready with that DR in that spot. Now has Brian locked down in the corner, just shy of even life. What are we going to do for our rule of 3?
If decides not to go for that third throw, opting for the medium punch again, trying to get a big conversion, but gets the slow overhead. Let's get it. Noah the Prodigy going to go for that level 2. Is this going to do it right here? Yes. No, it's not. I lied. I'm a liar.
Oh my god. speaking gross mistruths, being in burnout makes this really bad for Noah. Brian has, oh my God, Brian sets out the portal, but Noah wakes up with standing medium kick of all things. How dare you? You gonna set up a portal right in my own face?
Noah said, I got the power of youth. I'm pressing. I'm always going to press. Don't worry about it.
The reactions were definitely looking real young, let me tell you.
Wow, baiting amnesia. Going to be a perfect victory on the side of Noah the Prodigy, going up 2-1. Oh my God.
All right. Strong start here, but let's see if we can round it out. Or hey, maybe this one will go the distance. I'm always happy to see more games. And again, you know, everyone wants those last bits of practice as we're getting towards the end of the season. Wow, Flash Knuckle autocorrects to the wrong direction? Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
We got a side switch there? Okay.
Side switch off this, hey. Brian
Noah has so little life. So little drive, I'm sorry.
He sniped him out of that sandblast, dude, and was able to get that conversion, putting Noah in burnout right here. And now you're in the corner. Full screen advantage right here for JP. We see Brian F trying to get in close on the TP, trying to get the job done, seal the deal right here.
Yeah, it seems like it's a recurring sequence that Brian is doing. Oh my God, counter DI through all of that. Noah waited and had exactly enough life. The only question here is, do you commit the level 3? Noah only spends the level 2. I sure hope that's going to be enough. Thankfully, it will. Noah puts some away for a rainy day and is on set point.
This aggressive play style right here by Noah, man. We've seen him do it so many times, and it's like something that you're never really prepared for. Oh, the Flash Knuckle gonna go the other way.
It's the second time that's happened. DR forward has the early uppercut to blow up Brian's neutral jump. Oh, that's a big bet. What a drop.
No, Brian F, real stout about keeping Noah the Prodigy back into the corner while he's in burnout. The fundies coming into play right here.
Gets out of the corner. That's massive. Gets frame advantage of the situation. Backed off. Wanted to bait out amnesia. That would have been a smart spot for Brian to try it. Jump in. Look how passive Noah is being. Finds the overhead. We have the level 3 in the back, and it is a CA. I do believe that this is going to be enough to do it. This should be set point for Noah. As I wait with bated breath. Yes, it is.
Noah the Prodigy. All I know is go. Like the speed is only one thing, and it's just go. Whether he's in burnout or not, he is always just, hey, like if there is a way that I can keep the aggression up, I can keep my opponent on their toes at all times. And Noah the Prodigy, as we've seen so many situations before, making their way into winner semifinals at Casa. He's so good. He's very, very good.
Yeah. What I did want to highlight that I got sort of sidetracked off of as the match progressed, Brian was bringing out this recurring situation of sending out either like OD departure into a portal or like OD portal with a regular departure, and then the forward portal covers itself. But he was paying out drive gauge to ensure that he was covered to teleport forward as like sort of the principal approach. And it seemed like there were spots there where Noah was starting to get a feel for that rhythm, thankfully. But it's an interesting sequence, and it's the sort of detail that I think at the highest level of play, picking out these top level strategies and sequences that people like to build together becomes really important, because you need to be able to make bigger picture adjustments in order to overcome an opponent.
So Brian F gonna head to the learners bracket, give himself another go. But Noah the Prodigy, like we said, gonna be going up against Trinity Batosai, who, as of that 3-0 in that winners quarters finals, I don't think has dropped a game tonight.
Yeah, it looked like, I believe Trinity Batosai was at 2 on coming out of the ladder stage. And yeah, it looked like it was an undefeated record. And we did get to see them play once this evening because they played against Docta Afrikan in the Chun Marissa matchup. And because of him, we discovered that Docta Afrikan feels so negatively of Chun players that apparently it is not repeatable in a public setting.
Making business choices. Very well done. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say it looks as though Idom just got invited in, so I imagine that means that our next set is jumping to the other winner's semifinal match with Idom versus NuckleDo.
Bro, hearing that on a Thursday, like hearing that on a Thursday, like at CasaBunch, very, very normal, right? But to anyone else who's new to the Street Fighter scene or anybody else who is just getting into the competitive scene, it's just like, man, just two Capcom Cup champions facing off of each other just to see who gets in winners finals, not even to see who wins the tournament, just to see who gets in finals. One of these juggernauts is going to get sent to losers, and everybody else is going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. But for now, we got Idom versus NuckleDo. How do you think this is going to go, Brad?
So Idom on the Manon, I would imagine Do picks Guile in this matchup. That would be my guess. I don't know why you would choose to pick Cammy and put yourself in the position of having to deal with that, unless maybe you feel like dive kick represents a big enough change to the air game that it's going to make Manon's already sometimes finicky anti-airs even more punishing. But I think he could just afford to play like slow and super spacing oriented fireball game with Guile and be pretty effective with that one. And an additional thing to highlight, it's crazy to think that as dominant as Idom was last year, we are getting the Guile, as dominant as Idom was last year, not currently qualified for Capcom Cup. If he goes to LCQ, that's where he needs to perform in order to go the distance.
And that is going to be a Shark Tank, ladies and gentlemen. But until then, the practice for it starts right now. NuckleDo versus Idom. And like you said, the projectile game coming into full play here, and it's going to be very, very difficult for Manon to try to get in this situation. And now, full projectiles on display, and the fundies coming into play for NuckleDo as well.
Okay, smart up back from NuckleDo, having this life lead, now just trying to earn enough space to start that fireball game back up again. It is really scary as long as Idom is in this pocket where you need to respect medium punch and heavy punch. Getting a nice punish counter there for his trouble is Idom, and NuckleDo's actually pretty low on drive gauge here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Standing medium kick right into the level 1 super. Walk up overhead. That was the extra slow overhead.
Oh yeah, I got to put it in slow motion one time for the one, and Idom suffering just a little bit. Going to be a nice combo, putting Idom over here into the corner and NuckleDo, but finally getting the grab right here. And Idom, this is the edge that he needs. You know, once the mind games finally get set, Idom can make the life lead turn in a second, and another grab, bypassing the projectile. Give me a fourth grab, almost at 5 medals. Gonna be able to react to the DI. Idom cooking with freeze on this round.
You know what's wild about that too? That was a perfect storm situation for Idom to be able to close that one out on a DI punish counter. Getting that 5th medal, massive, still has 3 bars. There is so much damage available for Idom. All that he needs to do is get inside of the range of his buttons and navigate through these fireballs. Do is gonna make that not easy, but unfortunately chooses the wrong spot to decide to be aggressive, but he manages to jump out, has a read on the command grab, wake up level 3, it is gonna connect for Idom. We ain't singing the song just yet, but this is going to be a pretty big equalizer for him versus NuckleDo in this first game.
Here we go, and the button's being pressed right here, but NuckleDo knows a little bit better than that. The mind game's not really working on him right now, but oh yeah, the big boot gonna go into this level 3, and NuckleDo is gonna be able to close out a close one in this first game.
I'm sure this is either going to be a crazy slugfest back and forth, or Do is going to gradually get comfortable with how he needs to play this matchup. Unless it seems as though perhaps there's a character change happening.
My eyes deceive me. Is this the JP that has alluded to the Idom JP that everyone keeps asking about?
I mean, we know that he has played it.
Yes.
I also think, and I've had this conversation a couple of times, at the top of the night, it was discussed that, Idom, for as dominant as he was for the tail end of Street Fighter V has sort of struggled to find that same success. And I think in 5, he had Poison to counterbalance his Laura, and hasn't really been in that position here in 6 just yet. Maybe JP is an answer. I don't know what.
Right.
I don't know if there's a matchup that you would play Manon instead of JP, but
wow, that combo was actually insane. And the sweep for the ender for the hard knockdown. And Idom just having a little bit of trouble. Usually for these character archetypes, you know that JP kind of just strives for this this full screen game, but NuckleDu, like, creating that life deficit makes it a little bit more difficult for Idom.
okay. Parry on the second hit of the sweep. Do still has this life lead. Waiting out for the portal. Yeah, even has a feel for, like Doctor said in the chat, Deuce gets to play JP a lot, has that inherent feel for like when the portal is going to come out naturally. Idom has managed to get the slightest of life leads here, but gets jumped in on. Do gets the better of it. What a great read on when Idom is switching back over to a fireball game.
Yeah, the whole catalyst of this was the fact that NuckleDu was doing exactly what he did last round, which is keep him in the corner and force him to try to make, take some risk and make some risky decisions. And Idom has had a lot of trouble getting their offense started. This is a good start right here. But the fact that the Ghosts and the Sonic Booms are just trading right there on the hit, it doesn't allow Idom to just get set up properly. But right here, taking the fight to NuckleDu almost mid-stage right here, and NuckleDu fighting back as well. Idom trying to just establish some type of offense, but it's been so difficult. Level 2 on the way to try to keep him off guard and able to get the throw into the corner to set up the mid-range game. But now NuckleDu once again throwing them both, trying to jump in. The trade combo, Idom taking a round.
I felt bad about that round for Idom once he cashed out the level 2, because you spent that whole level 2 just to get a throw. It's not a great utilization of your resources. And you were talking about the cadence of the zoning game. And yeah, I think you're absolutely right. JP is a character that I think needs to get set up as a zoner, and Guile does such a great job of just shutting that down because his projectiles travel so fast and recover so quickly. We're at full screen, but Idom is like relegated to having to zone with Spire, and that's what gives NuckleDu the opportunity to be the aggressor and start to inch forward. Idom slowly but surely surrendering real estate. Nice check on the overhead, but we find a punish counter back throw. Do is 1,000,000% going to be playing for some kind of crazy block pressure now. Good perfect parry to try to keep himself out of burnout.
At the furthest possible range with these conversions as well. And hey, he says, look, you can block these if you want to, but your gauge is going to go away right here.
I love that he's waiting, and he's only going to confirm the follow-ups when he knows that Idom is locked, blocking. Tons of chip damage to close that one out. 2 games up to none. Here is NuckleDu staring down the barrel of winners finals. Idom with a nice starter in this round, though. Good anti.
Idom, you have quite a mountain to climb, and now we see the change. We see the more aggressive Idom start to come out here. Going to be able to get this Spire Ghost combo now into the corner right here, and slowly just trying to take their space back. But NuckleDu able to take the space back, and he's doing so well. Oh my God.
The way Do has been placing his jumps, not just in this match. Oh, what a counter DI from Idom. I was going to say in his previous match, Do was using his jump spacing immaculately well as well. But Idom, with that counter DI, manages to secure that round. 2 bars in both tanks. NuckleDu has so many games to play around with here, but is this going to be the beginning of a turnaround for Idom? What do you think, Banjo?
I think Idom can definitely do it. If he's able to just kind of like get NuckleDu to like really start to mistime the booms, then he can have more opportunities to really get in and start his offense. Because so far, when NuckleDu has basically been able to keep his same cadence for the Sonic Booms, he's been able to disrupt Idom on so many occasions. But we see that Idom changing the pace here. And not to mention, having a life lead, not so bad either. But we know that NuckleDu is really, really good about pressure situations, like not having a life lead in the first place. But this level 2 should do really, really well for Idom here. At least keep them locked down. The punish counter into the corner. Here we go. Trying to get the DI. This is the grab. Yo, a lot of spaghetti. And okay, Idom going to be able to take that game. A lot of miscues, and Idom takes advantage of it.
That was the jab check there was immaculate, immediately swapping over for the Cammy. Yeah, that's the advantage here. NuckleDu, I think, one of the few people that I think truly has multiple tournament level characters. I think that was really commonplace by the tail end of Street Fighter V. I appreciate the value of it so much here in Street Fighter 6. This is going to be such a massive matchup difference. And I was talking about the jump spacing for NuckleDu. That's going to be a huge game here. Oh my god, unless the crouching strong is just able to connect, having to respect the portal, he doesn't respect it, gets clipped and sent back full screen immediately. Just had to spend 35% of that. The delayed dive kick though.
Yeah, that's going to be something that's going to work in NuckleDu's favor. The fact that he's going to be able to, delay these jump timings, which has caused Idom so much trouble. It's kept him out of rhythm and out of sync. So as long as he stays, a little unpredictable, if you will, NuckleDu could, escape this yet. But Idom, all he needs is just one opportunity to kind of keep his offense in one place, and now keeping him in lockdown here. And the check off that jab, and now NuckleDu with a life deficit. And we see Idom backing up, but backed himself into the corner right here. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yo.
Idom is so... You know what I appreciate about this? Idom has recognized immediately that it's like, I still need to be scared of your ability to play fast, but I can zone once I'm set up now, and I couldn't before. So you can see the difference in how he's composing himself on the ground game. Oh, what a check! And now NuckleDu on the back foot, about to build a third bar, but down around. Okay, gets through. Du wants to get as far in this round and commit as few resources as humanly possible. Nice shimmy.
Right, we see the mix-ups happening in the corner right now. NuckleDu definitely cooking with grease right here. The shimmy you reach, I teach into the DP. Here we go. NuckleDu on set point.
There's a lot of far-spaced dive kick to bait an anti-air, knowing that JP's primary anti-air choice, Crouching Fierce, only has so much horizontal range. I appreciate that Du airs for being farther than being closer.
And you literally called it right as it was happening. Oh my god, Brad, you're a wizard. And Idom, a little magic working right here, trying to send this into a game 5, and NuckleDu literally jumping in again. Fundamentals not serving him well right now. The anti-airs, a third anti-air from Idom. The bust out from NuckleDu. Trying to disrupt the offense right here, and Idom taking it easy.
That was wild, standing roundhouse. The thing is, Du doesn't want to stay on the ground, gets clipped. I appreciate the way they both played that. Du could not afford to start blocking because once he got into burnout, it was checkmate. So going to the air a lot, knowing that the threat of dive kick makes that weird to anti-air. But Idom is in that spot of well, I'm going to force us to stay in that neutral situation. Every time I see you jump, I'm just DRing forward and playing the zero-sum option. NuckleDu has the corner control here in what has become our game 5. Idom finding the screen reset situation. Is he going to go for the teleport? No, he's just going to let that Spire connect him. Wow, what a check.
Wow, and you see him kind of just a little baiting here with the down Spire, and now literally that bait not coming into fruition right here. NuckleDu gonna get a full conversion in the corner here. Try the parry pump for the reversal, the throw escape. Idom, great defense, and as I say that, opened up like a can of Pringles. NuckleDu with 1 round to go.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's been sitting at this spot for a little bit. Idom has been clawing this back slowly but surely. Idom makes the decision to not anti-air in that spot, trusts the portals to keep him safe. NuckleDu trying to, oh my god, air-to-air back throw. Just like that, Idom, I was about to say, has that corner control, but just like that, gone away as we are back to mid-screen. Tons of resources on the side of both of our players. Idom needs to be scared of that level 3 DR forward into the anti-air as an answer to the faraway dive kick. Idom iterating on his own success. NuckleDu having this lockdown in the corner though. Mad plus frames, what a spot to counter jab. What's it gonna be? Level 3, this is still so close.
Opts for the level 2. We have to find some way to keep him locked down. Oh, but you fell for it. You gave it up for the drive reversal, and it's not gonna do it. No level 1. Felt like that probably couldn't. He didn't pull him out from there. Oh my god! Yo! NuckleDu, are you serious? Yo! Range brothers, brother. Oh my god!
Oh my god! It was so clear! What else could he have wanted? It was the only win condition left. You had him full screen. I get that you had to. Because what else are you going to do? But, oh my god. It's so rare that you can look at a situation and see, like, there's this tension on the screen, right? Where it's like, he can't throw a fireball because level 3 beats it. And it's that standoff, right? It's the Wild West. And Idom just reached for the gun immediately. He just went right for it.
Billy the Kid reactions on Knuckle Do right there. Straight up. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, CasaBunch, are you the kickback, dog? Like, what else do you expect? Like, what else do you expect? Oh my god, man! And that was just winners.
That's to get into winners finals.
Hey,
two previous Capcom Cup champions. Last game, last round.
And now we
Luke
have
versus Chun-Li here.
Our surprise of the night, right? Trinity Batosai.
Batosai. All right, strong start for Noah. Big corner position. Trinity Batosai. No. I highlighted this when we saw them play a little bit earlier too. I like that Trinity Batosai is so willing to parry pump and choose to parry instead of block. Makes very active defensive decisions.
We go, but now Trinity Batosai actually giving Noah the Prodigy a little bit of room to pause right here. Yeah, there's only one Sloverhead in the game, and it's not you. But hey, Trini says, I got one of those too. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, we definitely have the damage.
Oh yeah, give me all that. You have a Sloverhead, I have a Sloverhead. We're over here like throwing each other out of it. So we need to go ahead and wrap this up. Love the anti-air of Trinity Batosai. Fundies.
I wonder if Trinity Batosai is a hitbox player or a leverless player based on how that anti-air came out. Okay. Oh, went for roundhouse. Oh, hey, that's so interesting. Stolen.
Pure choreography happening from Trinity Batosai right now.
Back off. Good jump out for the shimmy.
Hey, yo.
He wanted the shimmy. We are just shy of burnout. What's Trinity going to do on wake up? Block with his face. Never going to block because you can't afford it. Oh, counter DI comes out so late. It whips. What the hell? Thank you, Joestar Viper and TT Moose for saying, informing me. Thank you for that. Plays on pad, does Trinity Batosai. Always happy to be informed, so thank you. Crouching strong check for Noah.
A little fancy with that shimmy right there. Here we go, Noah. The Noah train on the way. A little plus situation right here. Once again in the corner, making you parry, but does get the Tento kick. Trinity Batosai.
Right. Oh, went for instant air legs. Thought there was going to be meaty throw and some throw loop stuff. Not going to happen. Still alive, but only just wake up level 1.
Oh, wow. He actually beat the fireball. Wow.
I mean, you say actually, like, I believe it. It's just that weird spot where sometimes as a Chun player, you throw the slow fireball and you end up in a spot where you feel like it's going to cover you for the jump in that range. With different characters, if they have really solid jump ins like Luke does, that can happen a lot. Right, pressing the issue, standing medium kick anti-air, and yeah, this is going to be level 1. Oh, we find the anti-air. I was going to say, Trinity is 100% going to play for burnout. We've seen that's been the active decision they're willing to make. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go right into the level 1 right here. More plus frames on Noah's side right here. Yes.
Oh!
Good uppercut. Kind of, yeah, once he saw the wall hop, he was like, yeah, bro, I'm just going to wait. It's a low delay, but I'm going to hold the water right here, and then the uppercut going to be able to do a shot right here. No suppression right here, but does get the crouching medium kick for this big conversion to the corner.
Okay, sees the shimmy and goes for crouching medium kick. This time it connects, but I guess, I don't know if it was too high or if the jab was late, but didn't manage to get the combo late on the anti-air. I think that was a standing medium kick anti-air, but it doesn't quite cover high enough. Level 2 doesn't connect, though.
Trini Batosai gonna have to. Oh my goodness, man! I was gonna say Trini Batosai gonna have to get some work done, try to even this out, but man, no other Prodigy aggression going in full blast right now.
Okay, I'm just kind of throw off the dash in. No check there either. I feel like I need Trinity Batosai to find the uppercut anti-air more often. It comes out as a reversal, but they seem really not as confident using it to cover jump-ins. They're in the flash knuckle. They get thrown off the plus frame situation. Oh, a little bit too far away, so the cross-up doesn't connect.
No other Prodigy definitely locked in right now, making sure that he doesn't get hit with those overhead. Gets the wall crush into the sandblast, and no other Prodigy 1 round away from ending the winner's run of Trini Batosai.
I mean, if there's somebody to end your undefeated run, oh my god, that's the extra suppression. There's suppression and then there's oppression. Has to go forward. Oh man, Trinity Batosai, I think my biggest problem in their play, as no other Prodigy is able to close this one out in what I think is a perfect with this level 3.
Oh yeah.
Indeed it is. I think my issue with Trinity Batosai's approach to this was they kept pulling out these layer 2 plus more niche decisions. You know, it wasn't just go for DP anti-air, it was find like medium kick and try to set up plus pressure, or, you know, there's even the possibility that maybe they wanted the stance combos off of it. You know, instead of just going for regular shimmies or walking back out of a shimmy situation, it was always TK legs. And I feel like it was in a spot where Noah was able to just be selectively passive.
Yeah, because
and Trinity Batosai outplayed himself.
Yeah, because we saw that in a lot of situations. Whenever he did TK legs in the corner, he would low profile it. We saw that like no other Prodigy would literally low profile it and then jab it. Now respect to Trini Batosai for setting up, you know, the second layer, but you do have to set up the first layer. That's just how it is sometimes. And I know that you're giving like a lot of respect to like no other Prodigy, assuming that he knows you're already gonna go for level 1 stuff. But do it anyways. You gotta make him earn it. You gotta make him earn every hit, right? And once you get the level 1 established, then you can go for level 2 stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality of at the highest level of fighting games, like layer 1 is, do you know the rules? Layer 2 is, do you know when I'm gonna try to break them? And then layer 3 is you both know that you're both willing to break the rules, and now you see these. It becomes super read centric, which if for those of you starting out, if you're maybe a more casual player or you're still struggling, that's probably one of the most fundamental things early on is once you learn that layer 1, like a lot of your fundamental abilities that you're going to build off of come from that. So especially like if you're playing ranked and you're in those lower ranks, a lot of what's going to get you to progress is just making sense of some degree of a layer 1. And sometimes just having like a fireball game and being able to consistently anti-air and having good meaty timing, like that can be enough of a layer 1 for you for some people.
Yes, definitely, man. And this is just something that also our guest today, Dr. Afrikan, a little adjacent to it, right? Because like this is the type of things that you work on and you improve and you get better at, you know, and like even at the high level, I agree with Brad, with you saying like, you know, those are the 3 levels that you definitely have to look for. But the higher in competition you go, the faster those 3 levels play out, right?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And it iterates on from there. Like at that point, it's weird that it comes back to rock, paper, scissors once both players know the rules and trust that the other is willing to break them.
Yeah. And that's just the beauty of just a high-level competition for the FGC in general. It's just because the fact that you're literally making like these very, very small decisions very, very fast, but they could cost you everything, right? Yeah. The higher the level is, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's something I'm I'm having a lot of fun going through that exercise. Obviously, Tekken 8 just came out. I don't know if you've had the chance to play it, Banjo.
I've been playing it at work for sure. It's fun.
I've been playing it a lot, but so I'm not historically a Tekken player. So, playing it and trying to learn that layer 1 in a game where I don't have experience with it. Like I played Street Fighter 4, I played Street Fighter 5. There's layers, there's elements of the layer 1 of Street Fighter 6 that carried over. I don't have that for Tekken. So there's a lot of okay, what is the most basic form of what this gameplay looks like? And figuring that out is such a fun exercise once you know how to go about figuring it out.
Definitely. And like with a game like Tekken, I can understand how, daunting it can be just because there's just so much. People say that, when you play Tekken, you have to marry the game. Right, you're committed to that game for like a long time. Like some of these characters, people have been playing them since like Tekken 3.
Right.
To know just about everything. So it's the exploration, right? That makes it's the journey, not the destination. And for some of these people, oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
Did you see the tweet someone said of playing an OG in Street Fighter just means that they're smart and they're seasoned. Playing an OG in Tekken sucks because it means they can pull out some crazy mix-up that they've not had to use since Tekken 2.
I imagine just like people in Tekken 7 were just like, bro, imagine just fighting a Gamryu. Like, what does that character even do? Like, who plays Gamryu? Stuff like that. And
then the 3 Gamryu players were like, yes.
Yeah, I've been playing Gamryu since Tekken 2. That's me. Watch this, and you can't defend against any of it. That's the beauty of that game. Not to mention, the game is just it looks so good, and it's just crazy fun to play right now. So
yeah. Having an absolute blast on that. But we are here this evening, obviously, primarily to talk about Street Fighter 6. Our winners finals is set with NuckleDu versus Noah the Prodigy. As I look to the lower half of our bracket, Brian F took it over High Speed Chaos 3-2, which sets him up in a set against Idom. It's a tough pull. And Joe Umerogan, a close 3-2 over Crossover, and is now set up against Trinity Batosai. I did not see which match was pulled in as our next one. I see a Luke. So all that means is it could be Noah versus Du, or it could be Trinity Batosai versus Joe.
Yes.
Word.
So it is going to be Noah versus Du, and we've seen this so many. I think this is the 3rd week in a row we've seen this. That I've seen this at least.
They've certainly played a lot.
They have played a lot. So, and Noah the Prodigy. I don't know the set count actually. Let me stop. I don't know the set count exactly, but we do know that these guys have faced off many a time before, especially here at the KickBack. So, seeing them again in winners finals, it's just for them it was Thursday, and we're gonna see it again right here. And one of these guys going on to grand finals, and NuckleDu has been just absolutely this is just standard from him, right? Just putting on what seems like a masterclass, and him playing against Joe Umerogan, 3-0. This is kind of just what we've come to expect from NuckleDu, especially when we see that he's on the way to try to compete for what is going to be insane money, by the way, that's about to happen in 2 weeks. Let me ask you something. Do you get paid if you're in that top 48 for Capcom Cup? Do you get paid? Are you in the money?
I actually don't know. I'm sure it's printed somewhere of I can tell you right now, yes, you get $2,000 for 41st through 48th, 2,000 up to 33rd. It's 2,000 until top 16, according to Wikipedia. But so what I was gonna say, and you hearkened back to Joe versus Du. Look, I love Joe. I've been a fan of watching him for years now, which is crazy to think because COVID was simultaneously so long ago, but feels so recent. But NuckleDu is one of those players where there's the top, and then there's the top of the top. There's that the 1%. Go ahead. Sorry.
Spectacle Man, shout outs to them, dropping $20 in the Matcherino. I now have to do 137 push-ups. Thank you, but I fucking hate you, piece of shit.
Shouts out to Brian F. With a rate of 798 people. We really appreciate you.
Something casual. Something
light. You know what I mean?
A little something casual. Thank you, Brian. Love you. Come on, KickBack. I know we just talked about it on your stream, but you know, we have a schedule. Come through.
And if you are just joining us from that raid, we are loading in here for our winners finals, NuckleDo versus Noah the Prodigy. And Noah's off to a start here with NuckleDo on the back of the corner. That immediate, what did we talk about? Like that layer 1, right? They both respected layer 1. Oh, good whip punish.
Absolutely. Noah the Prodigy, though, gonna want to get started early. And we talked about the dive kick timing from NuckleDo and how that's going to play in a part. And we see the spacing as well. And here we go. Offense getting started here by NuckleDo, trying to put him in knockdown. The shimmy. Oh, my God.
You know what it is? I just figured out what the dad power-up is. Because my man, like, you see those dad reflex gifs where they, like, dive to catch the baby? So it's like, do that, but it's the whiff punish. Because Do's timing is so accurate right now.
There you go. Yeah, you're not going to be able to jump in, trying to get that jumping fierce, and now you are in burnout, my friend. A little too much dip on your chip. Big punish counter coming out from NuckleDo. I mean, from Noah, excuse me.
NuckleDo practices whiff punishing on his child?
I'm saying that the skills carry over.
You sure? I heard it different.
He on reaction command grabs him.
Command grab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like world's fastest SPD.
Yeah,
Actually, sure. SPB, spinning pile baby.
A spinning pile of babies.
It's CTB. It's a catch that baby. Anyway, CA comes out and NuckleDo is able to close out that first game.
Yeah, I mean, apparently the baby needs to be put to sleep. He needs to get back. He needs to get back to that. That's why NuckleDo is playing so fast. That ended quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Okay, DR forward, nice parry on the flash knuckle, blocks the slow overhead.
I think everybody has seen that enough to where it's just like, yeah, man, like if you're gonna drive rush and we see that fist come up, we're gonna hold back.
Right, Noah sitting pretty close to burnout. That makes this pretty scary. Okay, Do actually has to slow down. Oh my god, wow, so smart. Slows down just enough to start a fireball game. Noah the Prodigy constructs their combo to target the drive gauge, and now NuckleDo on the back foot. That's an unfortunate back throw. I wonder if that was like a delay tech that turned into a back throw, because they lost a lot of space.
Here we go, NuckleDo. Just trying to stay alive for a little bit longer, but the chip definitely a factor. Big knee coming out from Noah the Prodigy, going to be able to take that round right there. Noah the Prodigy being a little bit more pensive, being a little bit more pensive with the gauge right here. Excuse me, pensive, aggressive. Get him with the slow overhead and then just stop. No continuation with the combo. I think
so. You don't combo off it. You don't combo off of it normally. You get the combo out of a drive rush just because of the extra 4 frames. So, I mean, if there's a spot to eat the overhead, just as a raw meaty is the spot to make that mistake. Noah the Prodigy in burnout and losing a lot of space on the screen here. Would love to not have to spend a lot of bar to try to close this out, but gonna get level 3 for it. You're getting into burnout. Yeah, I think tunnel visioned a little bit and forgot, because I forgot for a second too.
Yeah. I figured that, like, whenever he saw them charge flash knuckle, then a parry would come out before a DI. But I figured, yeah, like you said, tunnel vision playing no effect right here.
All right, pressing the issue. Knuckles moving forward. Oh, wow, finishes out the string. Expected that he was going to get the opportunity to get out. Oh, nice meaty is catching Noah. That's like a true trip guard.
Go with him back into the corner. OD to get out and OD to get back in. NuckleDo tied between the two, and Noah the Prodigy trying to hang on right here. Drive gauge running out, gonna run out of drive gauge completely. Now the pressure definitely in NuckleDu's favor. Catches him with the crouching medium and goes into the DP. Let's go, NuckleDu.
Yeah, that was such a clean sequence. Standing at exactly the right spot where standing roundhouse is going to do that crazy chip damage where Noah doesn't want to worry about his drive gauge. And now in this next round, continuing that snowball-y pressure, techs the back throw out a DR and standing medium kick to check the space forward. Oh my god, managed to get underneath the jump because they like inched forward with the limb. Back throw from Noah, just shy of burnout, but needs this corner advantage. Oh, burns themselves out.
Yeah, man, you definitely spend it right here. We have to get the damage, and we have to find a way to get this meter back. Gonna do a lot of drive gauge damage on NuckleDu, but here we go, corner position, and NuckleDu, one opening.
Oh, this is... Oh, the throw connects. Yeah, I mean, Du elects to take the throw there. I think maybe the goal was like, if I block and I'm right, I can more easily make a play than if I tech a throw and it gets back to neutral. I don't know, or maybe it was just the coin flip. Wake up DP from Du to end the pressure sequence and still has level 3 in the back. So this is a pretty good spot to be in, all things considered. What a whip punish.
Right into the corner with the dive kick once again. And wow, Noah the Prodigy, a little stagger right there on the pressure. Try to keep him in the corner right here. And the backdash from NuckleDu. And the perfect whiff right here. Oh my goodness, this whip punish. Level 3 from NuckleDu. Your gauge is gone, my friend, and now you're also in the corner. Here we go. What's the pressure move right here? Spiral arrow to start us off. Little DP to keep him in there. Wow. Oh, wow. I thought that was going to clash in some way, but Noah the Prodigy fighting their way out 1%.
Oh, okay.
Job right there. Very well done. NuckleDu up 2-0.
That wasn't unwinnable for Noah, but it required a lot of absolutely galaxy brain reads because you could not avoid blocking against Cammy for long enough to get out of burnout there. They are both pretty low on drive gauge this time, fishing for whiff punishes, but Noah's actually walking back a little farther. Seems that was interesting. That was a spacing trap specifically for crouching medium kick.
Right, and we see that NuckleDu is like literally just keeping up the spacing right here. Trying not to, and now he's disrupting the rhythm of Noah the Prodigy with these dive kicks, going up around right here. Set point for NuckleDu.
Yep, staring at winner's side of grand finals, and his ground game has just been so immaculate. Knockdown, throw on wake up, even going to neutral here is fine, and I love the way that they're using dive kick as a sort of displacive poke. It's winning out in these strange exchanges. Okay, side swap, but just jumps back. NuckleDu has the life lead, has the drive gauge advantage. Level 3 means that the next touch is going to be a dub here for NuckleDu. Level 3 comes out from Noah.
Yep, and you're going to have to burn it right here. Going to have to get as much of this meter back as possible, and you do have a life lead. Trying to force... Oh my goodness, I was going to say you want me to be careful on that, man. You didn't get caught by this.
Is this going to trip guard?
Wow.
Yes, it is. It caught him landing.
Guard. Wow. NuckleDu, presence of mind, goes ahead and goes for it, and that is going to be a 3-1 on his side, going into grand finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, strong performance. I think Noah was doing really well there for a while. I think once you got the momentum, it was really good, but I think it was difficult. It is simultaneously difficult to keep Cammy in the neutral game because she's so effective at closing in space and getting into that spot where it turns a little bit more scrambly and a little bit more of a timing game.
Right.
And NuckleDu is so great at that game. A lot of that set for me felt like Noah was trying to keep his head above water, if that makes any sense.
It totally makes sense because there's a point to where it's just like, yeah, I have a game plan, but I can't execute this game plan until I keep up with my opponent. And we saw that it not necessarily wasn't done there. Noah the Prodigy just behind just a little bit because usually we see him super aggro, super in your face with Luke, and it just wasn't seen as much there. We saw him get, the usual long form flash knuckle combo, but really that was about it with him. With Cammy, with these dive kicks and disrupting the timing, it just threw off Noah's rhythm a lot.
Yeah.
And because it did that, game plan not necessarily thrown out the window, but it's hard to tell when to start, and that's where he had trouble. But he's going to be in learner's bracket, going to have an opportunity in losers finals to try to get a run back. He's going to have quite a mountain to climb, and we're still awaiting on the winner of Trini Batosai and Joe Umirogan to see who's going to face off against Idom, putting the JP or the Manon to work, and then one of them is going to meet Noah.
All right, we are we're waiting to. Oh, are they reporting it in chat? Okay, we'll have to see. Yeah, that certainly reads to me as though he lost. Which would mean, okay, so Trinity Batosai and Idom. Okay. Chun into Manon. I would actually love to see Idom play the Manon into that matchup, mostly because I want to watch it. But I feel like if you're confident enough in the JP that you would treat it as like an actual secondary, I feel like that would be the better character to pick of the two against Chun-Li.
And honestly, if it's any indicator that what we saw from the last Trini Batosai match, Trini Batosai has been known to get a little overzealous, right?
True.
So I agree with the Manon pick, because being overzealous in that matchup could definitely net you big results if you're Manon in the form of either a grab or, an Oki situation. But in any case, Idom versus Trini Batosai to see who's going to get into losers finals. Thank y'all so much for hanging with us tonight at the Kickback, ladies and gentlemen. The action is just now heating up in a very big way.
Oh man, and there it is, that layer 2 option going for the TK legs. But here's the thing I wanted to suggest about the Manon thing, right? You were like, well, maybe that layer 2 is going to work. The problem for Manon here, as Trinity Batosai is able to close this one out, being a command grab character, there are more opportunities built into Manon's tools for Trinity Batosai to be able to pull out those types of choices and be right.
Here we go, but he may not need a lot of these choices, as you say. 3 medals down, so literally that 4th one is definitely going to hurt. And now you're definitely a round down. Giving Manon pistol round, very big mistake in this instance. Now with 4 grabs into the corner, 1 command grab will do it right here. But the corner switch and Trini Batosai starting to get room to cook a little bit, but the jab going to be able to get out into the level 1 out of the corner. Oh my goodness.
This is mad scary, but the low check from Idom closes it out. Trinity Batosai was definitely walking back there, wanted to set up a little frame with punish for themselves. So both of them going into this round now with plenty of resources, but Trinity Batosai with that level 3 in the tank. More importantly, it could be level 2, too far away for the crouching strong extension.
Yeah, I like the way that Idom is just like progressively moving back here. Big command grab, you have 5 medals. And now these are where the mind games come into play for Idom.
Right. Oh, good check on the DR. Once again, I was told that people couldn't check DR. We have the level 3 in the back. Idom should be enough to kill here.
It's crazy. This level 3 from Manon lies so much. This thing lies so much, but not going to be a liar here. Going to be able to take that game. Idom up 1-0. Manon coming into play.
Okay, fishing with the DI, that is an adjustment that you need to make against Manon in general, because a lot of her longer range tools are very DI-able, but I don't feel like Idom has been using them. So it's like Trinity Batosai is establishing an answer to a problem that hasn't been brought up yet.
And this is what we talked about earlier, Brad. Wow, was able to jump their way through that that carousel kick, but the level 1 going to be able to do it right there.
Okay, now bringing out that tool, but I almost wonder if Idom did that specifically to plant the seed back into Trinity Batosai's head of hey, you want to DI again, right? Pressing the issue, low check, corner position now for Idom, just finds the meaty command grab.
Here we go.
Bust out from Trinity Batosai.
Yep, smartly uses OD, doesn't want to deal with that pressure, and yep, gonna be able to get hit. with the level 2 right here. Good parry.
That was a really smart place to do it. The way that Trinity Batosai did that setup, the only possible follow-up was for it to be some sort of meaty setup. So brilliant place to parry on Wake Up. And then just the burnout pressure after is enough for Idom to close that one. 2 games up to none. And we're back in the lobby. We've only seen Trinity Batosai play Chun so far. Okay, maybe it was just a breather.
Oh yeah, I had to take a break on that one. Like we see that the games are going a little bit too fast-paced for Trini Batosai, and we see that like Trini Batosai maybe trying to slow down the pace a little bit, and Idom is out here playing bully ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like needs to identify the answer to like that. I believe it's her standing fierce, the one that has that, you know, warp in target combo extension, and that's been like the primary footsie tool that Idom is using, and Trinity Batosai has yet to offer up an answer to it.
Right, and we see Idom still just on that first layer of defense, and one of the biggest layers, in my opinion, like checking the drive rushes from Trini Batosai has literally just kind of just like, you know, made their offense not one-dimensional quite yet, but still like having just a little bit of trouble getting it started right here, and Trini Batosai is getting foot to face in the corner.
Yeah, it's scary, right? Because what I see that they're doing that I think is effective is they're trying to bring out fireballs, generate a little bit of threat, and around that spot where Fierce comes out. The thing is, it's so scary, especially when your back is at the wall like it was there, to try to earn enough space to feel secure in doing it, and he just kind of never did. Set point here for Idom now, and just throwing out some low checks, keeping stuff locked down.
Yep, Idom willing to go for the trade right here. Trini Batosai trying to push him into the corner, trying to get the fireball started, and yes, little drive rush in the TK legs right here, and mixing it up with the drive rush, using the resources, trying to bait something here, and is able to finally get their offense going. Here we go, level 2.
Oh, wanted for the mix-up. I thought we were going for the safe jump. No, finds the punish counter throw. Meaty overhead. A round is on the board for Trinity Batosai. Maybe this won't go right to 3-0, but Idom still with plenty of resources and a big whiff punish into the level 2 for a healthy lead at the top of this round. Oh no, he wasn't ready for the overhead mix-up.
Once again. Throw into the corner, Trini Batosai cooking with grease all of a sudden. Another throw into the corner, making him hold all the block pressure. Here we go, but Idom fighting back right here. Another throw, and now you're hitting that dangerous territory where the throws do massive amounts of damage, and you got 2 bars. Got to be really, really careful here with Trini Batosai, not to be a little overzealous, but another throw, getting it done. Slow and steady wins the race, says Batosai, and trying to keep them into the corner, but CA available right here for Idom if he makes it that far.
Oh,
but oh my god, and it's gonna hit the critical art. All he needed was one. Sing me a song, please, Manon.
Oh my god. Trinity Batosai was so close to making that happen, and there was a game plan that was starting to be explored that I think was a path to victory there. While the drive gauge was low, Trinity Batosai had the life lead and the screen advantage, and is in a position where any fireball hit secures the round. So Idom needs to be very careful how he plays through the neutral to try to make something happen. That's a spot where you can keep the game slow, maintain the tension, trust in your reactions because you have resources, and as the drive gauge come back, you get to force true 50-50 situations of strike throw. You can play slow, react, force the coin flip, and it's the solid path to victory. You don't have to take any risks. The drive rush forward there was a needless risk, and it cost him.
Yeah, Trini Batosai, hey, with many losses comes many experiences, but a lesson learned is the most important thing here. But on a very stacked kickback, a very respectable loss to Idom, going out at, I think, what is that, 5th right there? So, going out at 5th place right there. So, man, shout out to Trini Batosai for making it this far. But now we're in the nitty gritty, ladies and gentlemen. A losers finals between Idom and Noah the Prodigy. And let's get it cracking. Idom has been playing very, very well.
Yeah, that standing short check on the drive rush is very telling. Noah the Prodigy is, oh no. really on the back foot. Counter DI is going to come out, put ourselves in burnout. Will Noah choose to spend bar? No, wants to force one more mix-up situation. Still super winnable. Sweep connects. Oh, into a command grab. Okay, but the
You
DR
checked
forward, that's not real.
Whoa. Woohoo! Reactions.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
what
I mean-
love about the players at this high level. I'm sorry. This is what I love about the players at this at the highest level, because like even when they're like 10%, 5% down from losing, it's just like, man, we gotta keep our composure right here because we can still win. I
Right.
love it.
Okay, trading with the fireball. DR out, and Noah. One of the things that Noah does that I think is super interesting is Noah is very willing to turn combos into drops and then set up movement off of it. Like, there's a lot of DR forward into a block string and then just jumping after it. Perfect
love the
parry.
parry.
Backing off, overhead. Okay, frame trap after into the
Oh
level
my
3.
God, yo, you're gone. From overseas, right over there, the Memphis dog. And look, the crazy thing is that like, this is one of the first times all night I've seen Noah like really play the way that they want to, and that in that one game. So here we go, and this is what he thrives off of. He needs the lead like early. And he needs to get started as early as possible, because he is definitely a momentum based player, and now we see it coming into fruition right here. Already up 1-0, and the shimmy. Okay, a little bit too much dip on your chip with the flip. Never seen it. You lose all the drive gauge, and now Idom might be in his favor a little bit, trying to get something started.
Yeah, starting to work his way out, finds the anti-air, just meaty pressure on wake up. Noah the Prodigy keeps going for these neutral jump shimmy situations, and Idom is just ready with the anti-air, going for the jump back that time. Finding a little bit of a spot. We've managed to get through the burnout, but that burnout earned Idom all of the real estate from one corner to the next, closing out that round pretty safely. And I think you're absolutely right. I think Noah feels very momentum heavy. I think Noah comes out really strong when he has a lot of resources available, like drive gauge, to really press the issue. If you can manage to weather that storm, he can run out of steam a little bit, and that's where the rounds get away from him.
I mean, just like now, big sequence from Idom, really put him in a situation where he's in a very, very big lead. Level 1. Going to be able to get him out of the corner, add damage on top of that, and Idom putting on the work, making Noah the Prodigy make a little bit of risque decisions right here. 1-1 between Idom and Noah.
Yeah, it's really smart the way that Idom is playing it, and the fact that once Idom has secured advantage in terms of the drive gauge, he gets in a good spot, and just watch that he does nothing. Like, he's not poking. He's only counter poking and anti-airing when he's in a spot where he has a positional control. Noah doesn't walk forward enough.
Yeah, it's almost like you want to try to coax a move out of Idom, because he's literally like hitting purely for conversions right here. And as I say that,
right. And
Noah
once again,
putting
now
him in
Noah
knockdown.
has such little drive gauge. That's the other thing. When Noah gets really close to drive gauge and runs out of steam, suddenly he can't feel secure even competing in footsies on the ground. So you know he has to make big decisions, because he can't just throw something out.
Here we go. Maybe a little stagger pressure here from Idom. Not going to be needed right here. Going to be able to go into the level 1, excuse me, to get that round. Noah the Prodigy, like we said, momentum based. So, hey, if this man doesn't get started early, it's curtains. But here we go. Noah the Prodigy, as soon as I said that, must be listening to the stream. Big combo to start it off, and corner position.
Needed to wait through that 15-second delay. I was like, oh, okay, right, the stream delay. Cool.
Yeah.
Understand, check on the DR. It is a trade, but again, it's just every single time that Idom ends up with like drive gauge advantage, it feels like that's when it gets away from Noah. Parry on it. Yeah, it's like, I know not to DI. It's fine. I've seen this trap. Okay.
Noah the Prodigy going to go ahead and try to get that drive meter back with this level 3. Big damage. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Being a little pensive.
right, secures the round there, does Noah, and it was another spot where Idom was trying to play very passively and just wait out a response and react to it, but the reactions failed him there late on the whiff punish. A start here for Noah. Tons of corner control. If he can keep this going at least long enough to keep the drive gauge secure, wow, commits so much of it. This is really dangerous now that momentum has gotten away from you.
Here we go. Now we see that Noah the Prodigy is trying to represent the fireball game right here, making Idom whiff, but good punish counter. Puts him in the corner right here. Idom kind of slowing down, doesn't want to overcommit. He doesn't have the life lead to try to, use everything in the tank to try to get rid of Noah. But Noah going to be able to get a lot right here. Going to go into the level 2 off of the wall bounce, and we are going into a 4th game, ladies and gentlemen.
That was real strong. It's so... Noah's style is so front-loaded. It's like if you don't maximize what you get out of when he is burned out, and he gets all of that steam back, it's so scary. I feel like you need to win after Noah burns himself out.
Yes. That's definitely the time to strike, just because, the only thing that he can really do, have reversal on the side, is really supers, and once you know that, it feels like you can really cater your offense towards that way. But now, big time opportunity right here for Idom, keeping him in the corner. And like I said earlier, man, that's the only thing that you have to look out for, is those reversals on the supers. Whoa, I love the traversal in the air, but not going to be found right here. Idom going to be able to put more pressure on. There's no way you die, right? There's no way you just lost, right? No, the Prodigy. Are you serious on this? Level 1, you steal it. Oh my God.
Idom started... His eyes were bigger than his stomach on that one. He felt so confident that it was his and just overplayed his hand. What a shame. A nice spacing trap there. Gets him a really strong life lead in this other additional round. We gotta finish our plate though. Side swap for Noah, and we find the whiff punish. 4 medals on the board as well.
And you're in burnout now. This is the time to strike right here, but the fundamentals coming into play. Going to go for the anti-air. Idom with the big pistol round. 4 medals.
Yeah, massive. There is so much damage on deck for Idom right now. Playing for level 2, interesting. I imagine, maybe the goal... I don't know the decision. Maybe you want to be able to have... You want to have the reversals later was probably the choice.
Yeah.
No, clipped by the overhead. Has Idom blocked a 1?
I don't know. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Missed the medium, jumps over it. A little bit of a scramble right here in the middle right here. No other Prodigy so close, but the level 1 not going to steal it yet. CA is sitting on the side. And Idom pokes his way into a game 5. Oh, my goodness. That was scary.
So scary, especially because we've seen Noah's reactions are really solid. Reversal with Idom being in burnout, you couldn't afford to block like a reversal level 3. It was going to be so scary. Noah really low on meter here, so Idom actually taking the chance to try to move forward, be the aggressor, and force pokes to get rid of some of that drive gauge. Good check on the DR forward.
Here we go, a little bit more posturing from these two. Very, very even.
All right, nice start. You want to poke. Noah doesn't parry pump.
Yeah. And he doesn't care that he's in burnout either. He says like, hey, if there's a moment to where I'm in frame advantage, you're throwing a move, I'm gonna pop super right here. So you better be careful. And you see that's why Idom playing so pensively here, going for the fundamentals instead, and is gonna get that level 1 to put himself in a position. It is set point for Idom.
Yeah, this would be a massive turnaround and a nice whiff punish there at the start. Idom already in a strong position, low forward into DR. Noah elects to play for screen spacing, has corner control now. but still very low on drive gauge. You can't afford to block. Burns himself out to maintain positional advantage. That's actually massive. Second throw does get teched. Wants to press the issue. Sweep is blocked. I'm still stuck in the corner. It's 2 more guesses. Throw tech. Oh!
Oh no. We've seen him do it over and over and over again. And honestly, like for Noah, it's great that he sealed the round. For Idom, silver lining is that, hey, he used all of his resources. But, you know, that could be easily gained. We've seen Noah close out with level 1 and level 2 before. So here we go. The final game between these two. Somebody's going to meet Knuckles after this.
What a perfect parry check. One bad fireball, another perfect parry coming out of Noah. Has even time to walk forward a little bit. Guarantee the throw. Positional advantage now. It's going to be throw once again, right? Yeah, Noah will tend towards throw more on your wake up if he's low on drive gauge.
Here we go.
Playing some footsies. Oh, good check on the DR. Burns himself out with the reversal once again. And Idom with these perfect parries. Okay. You're never gonna DI. Noah has a bar. Idom, do not DI.
Wow,
Oh!
Big weight. Oh yeah. You definitely have all you need to convert this. This level 3 gonna do everything it needs to do to send him into grand finals against NuckleDu.
What such a great series of calculated decisions. And Ruksha says in the chat, I was thinking about this too. It is possible that Idom was willing to gamble on that DI and check the reactions there, because if he's wrong, he's in a better position in round 3. And so what happens there is he double checked. Idom set up additional situations after of like, I still believe that your reactions aren't quite there. Set up a situation to be counter DI'd and just waited. The thing that started bringing the matches back in his favor anyway. Idom found the position to just wait. And Noah, when he burns out fast, ends up in that position really easily. I do believe we are going to a 3-minute ad break before we go to this grand finals. NuckleDu waiting on the winner's side. NuckleDu versus Idom. This was a 3-2 when they played in winner's semis, so we're gonna have to see how this goes when we come back.
In a little bit. We'll be back in a little. I see. I was waiting on the. Like,
is it weird? Are you guys uncomfortable yet? Is it weird?
I liked.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kickback, where we are at the finish line of our tournament, the top 8, which is actually the grand final. And ladies and gentlemen, we have NuckleDu going to be going up against IDOM for this last portion of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much for coming through. We really appreciate everybody for being here. It's your boy Hollywood Banjo. I'm here with the genius Brad Muse, and of course, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, the most important portion of our tournament, the people who enter the ladder, the people who come in, who watch the tournament, who donate to the Match Arena, who do all these things together in conjunction to make this wonderful place we call the Kickback.
That's incredibly well said. I like the genius. You know what? I'm like beaten up by how every time I'm on for Doctor, not to be confused with Dr. Afrikan, who was our guest this evening. Every time I'm on with Doctor, he finds some weird M word for the Brad M to mean besides my name. And for like 3 years, I've been getting that on the regular. NuckleDu does elect to go with the Guile here into IDOM on the JP. I do believe this... I know he played Guile and Cammy in this matchup when they played in the winter side, right?
I believe so, yes. Like, I believe it was Cammy for one game and then a counter pick from IDOM, and then IDOM counter picked NuckleDu after he went Guile. So it was just a switching back and forth in characters.
Ooh. I like that more Guile players are incorporating like early moves out of Drive Rush to stall your momentum so that your opponent whiffs checking you is going to become more and more common in this game. The fact that Guile can use that position to set up Sonic Blade is like really good, I think.
Go a little back throw into the corner right here. We're definitely going to see IDOM tested for sure in this matchup, just because it was the fireball timing that kind of messed him up and barely gets the cross up on that.
That was wild, especially because the reason IDOM drive rushed forward was because he wanted to anti-air, and what he expected was an empty jump. Forward coming out. Okay. OD Ghost sets IDOM up full screen, but it's exactly like you said when they played earlier, Banjo. Guile is really effective at stopping any zoning momentum that JP has. Right? See, look at that. You like lost out on frame advantage there.
Right, and he's literally going to throw that fireball and willing to, like, you know, trade damage on the hit for the Spire just because he knows it'll get him back into the game just like this. Level 3 off the conversion, going to be able to get all this drive meter back, but big damage his way and into the corner as well.
The problem is, this is, oh my god, forcing out drive reversal puts IDOM into burnout. IDOM does a bunch of chip damage. Oh, NuckleDu actually can't afford to win the zoning game because it requires sacrificing his health. He's finally in a position where he couldn't do that. So IDOM got to zone with impunity. What a great series of decisions from IDOM to secure that one out. 1-3 moves ago, 1 round apiece.
We go a little upside down kick, and once again, just making sure that the booms stay prevalent. But the trades right now going in IDOM's favor, putting them into the corner right here, full screen, and the maze already being set up. And wow, he is just not blocking these booms.
Maybe he's trying a perfect parry and mistiming it. Du has very good fireball timing. He's been, I think, one of the best Guiles for that since Street Fighter 4. Now set up full screen, has to be the aggressor because once again doesn't have the health to gamble with. OD portal. Yeah, he just wants the lockdown. But Du has 50 seconds to just walk forward and find it. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Jab trade, secure the game for IDOM.
And you gotta wonder right there if level 2 have been popped right there, just because you not only get the projectile to keep him in lockdown, but you get to, you know, kind of just take a toll on his drive gauge as you get in closer. You know, questions for another time, but IDOM gonna be able to go up here in the set.
All right, meaty pressure. Okay, Du went to take his turn back. I think maybe didn't expect IDOM to spend the bar to keep that turn going. Moving forward, upside down kick works, but surrenders the turn, finds the anti-air. Du doesn't miss. Nice parries from Idom, though, as he's trying to be a little bit more passive in this mid-range, but you kind of have to get through these limbs of Guile, like upside down kick, so bad kick. He does a really effective job at covering exactly the space JP wants to stand at. DI gets poked through, and NuckleDu secures the first round in this second game.
Yeah, we see that NuckleDu clearly isn't afraid to like play at this range. And the problem with that last game was that he kind of just got like he was willing to trade with the sonic booms and try to catch JP off guard, but unfortunately, like as you know, he was like moving up, he really wasn't like capitalizing on these frame advance situations. But now he's going back to the poking game and the jump out. Oh, but do you get the wall splat? Yes, you do. Pretty decent.
I'm
combo
surprised
out from NuckleDu.
I'm just surprised the dude didn't have down charge at that point. OD Amnesia from Idom to try to secure that one out. Manages to get out of the corner, but NuckleDu with plenty of drive gauge to really punish you for being on the back foot. But you can't just throw fireballs with impunity, so Du presses the issue, advances all the way forward, and is able to seal the deal without a fireball used. Game on the board. No threat of that CA coming out for Idom.
See, and this is the micro adjustments we see between players, not just the characters in this set so far. And Idom, here we go. We see Idom just trying to make it a full screen issue and trying to keep the NuckleDu there has been really, really difficult. And he's trying to disrupt his timing with the fireballs.
Yeah, finally actually managed to check some of these kicks that NuckleDu was using. Standing, I think that's standing strong or standing fierce, I don't remember. Was able to beat it out. I'll have to double check later. OD Ghost connects. That's a range where when Idom is going to OD Ghost, he is catching out NuckleDu for trying to take his turn in that range. Oh, man.
Yep, you are in a really, really bad way right now, but does get the crush counter.
Right. Idom peppering in these parries to try to earn drive gauge. Okay.
Oh, check
being in
damage
burnout's actually awful
right
here.
Man. And we saw that like NuckleDu was so close and trying to like turn that back into his favor.
I mean, if he had enough life to live through that sequence, then maybe he could have, but getting hit there, it was even nebulous whether he was going to have the health to get through it. Idom takes the lead for the first time now in the set, but commits. See, that's the problem. The range that Idom needs to use moves to beat like Sobat kick and upside down kick is exactly the range that Du is going to jump in on him. And it's really just a guess, and Du is doing such a great job of changing up those two options. Idom wins out that exchange that time, though.
Here we go, NuckleDu. Still trying to just keep it in control here, but Idom has done such a great job. Ooh. So here we go, level 3. Gonna be CA right here. And you throw a boom right here? No, opt for the drive rush instead. Corner position. Gonna be, can you block? And yes, the drive reversal. Here we go. And once again, Idom trying to buffer these spires and getting hit by booms and the jump in. Oh my god.
Wow, so smart of Du to jump in that spot. Waited. It's less the spot, it was more the time. He just had this great sense of when Idom was going to feel as though he had to do something to control the screen. Had to do something to stop passively surrendering screen space. Up against the corner here, NuckleDu has spent a fair bit of drive gauge to try to keep this secure. What a spacing trap coming out of Idom.
There we go, able to stop the jump in right there, and Idom just going back. He has done a really, really good job of just keeping things in control, and NuckleDu, like havoc is being wreaked on his drive gauge, but the big jump in right there, and immediate counter poke right there from Idom. NuckleDu.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, yes, this is a war of attrition right here.
Did you see that the lingering Sonic Blade counted to interact with the end of the Ghost? I'm gonna have to watch that back on the playback. I saw something that looked kind of wild there. Oh my god, what a jump back from Du.
Here we go, and this is what I was looking for earlier. Level 2, both of them.
Oh, if you had down charge. Oh, just flash kicks. Oh my god.
Was that Chip? Yo.
I believe it was.
Oh my god. Yo. Match point right here for Knuckle Dude. So close. And then Idom trying to just put himself in position for a reset right here. Knuckle Dude once again. We see him start off and yes, mixing up the approaching timings and like hitting him with the knee right here. And whoa, big overhead.
Overhead blocked. Knuckle Dude goes to try to press the issue even further after it doesn't happen. And the jump, we get a punish counter on the sweep. Yeah, Knuckle Dude is just doing such a great job of standing at the right spot to beat the play that Idom is about to make. And I don't know how much of it is reactions and how much of it is like matchup knowledge or just experience, but there's just so much control over the finest details of spacing in this matchup. Punish counter throw is going to be enough to close that one out, though, as Idom secures that round.
We've seen Idom be a little bit more aggressive in these last couple of matches, man. And Idom has been really good about, you know, even though he's being challenged by the boom, he's still finding ways around that. Knuckle Dude still chucking plasma.
Oh, jump out. Trip guarded on landing. The DI connects through the fireball. That's an interesting choice. If you can get Knuckle Dude to commit to fireballs in that range, he just really hasn't been. Perfect parry comes out.
Now holding parry for a little bit too long, and these punish counters coming out. Looking really bad for Knuckle Dude at the moment.
Oh.
And the level 2 off the hit, and is still gonna get this big sequence. Wow, trying to get the double DI, not gonna be able to get it right here, but will get the punish counter, and Idom taking this game, forcing a game 5, and it's just as it was in winners semifinals. But this time, can Knuckle Dude survive? Can Idom get into a reset situation? Let's see. This is grand finals, one game away from a reset.
This has been such a close set. We really could see this go the distance. Trade does not work out favorably for Dew there, who has had, I think, a little bit more difficulty in the last couple of rounds of trying to stay in that mid-range. Idom has found something to hone in on to figure out how to keep Dew at bay. Pressing the issue, staying aggressive. Backing off slightly, almost finds the whiff punish, but we're just shy of it. Dew still has the down charge. Oh, wow, okay.
Impressed. Great whip punish right there. The big boot from the drive cancel, and now we go. Knuckle Dude 1 round out from winning Casa tonight.
Fireball game starting off rip. Idom really trusting in his parries. I think that's one of the adaptations is he's like, I'll play more footsie-centric and trust my parries. The thing is, JP, he can play that style, but he surrenders a lot of space and allows Dew to be the aggressor. But Idom's whip punish game is so solid. I've said so many times, he was hamstrung with Laura for a while. He's playing characters that have actual footsies.
Here we go. Level 2. Finally, just forcing the issue with that crouching medium kick and gonna be able to get it right here. Gonna have to defend against the Spire. Idom trying to keep that offense, but Knuckle Dude pushing through. Getting familiar with the tick throw here. The Sobot for the punish counter into the level 1. And now all of a sudden,
I like him not committing the full level 3 because it puts you in this position, forces the drive reversal out of Idom, but Idom actually ends up in a chip damage situation once again, and he loses out on the trade. Knuckle Dude commits fully to the fireball game, and it ends based on the observation you made at the top of their match when they played in Winner's Side that dictated the entire flow of everything. At no point was JP allowed to just freely play a full screen game there against Dew. And it's what cooked him in the end. What a set.
What a set and what a tournament, man! Shouts out to everybody who participated tonight, man. It was quite an eventful kickback, to be honest. Like it was a lot of fun tonight, man. But shouts out to the competitors who made this top 8, who weathered their way through tonight's ladder, which was not an easy feat by any means. And man. But shouts out to our guest, especially Dr. Afrikan, for coming through, man, and just being a good sport, having just kicking back with us and having a really good time, man. It's always good to see Doctor, and it's always good for the players to drop knowledge on us about where they come from, who they're with, and of course, how they feel about their surroundings, especially Street Fighter 6, especially since we're just about at the end of season 1 for the game, with the Super Bowl, Capcom Cup 10, literally on the way, like in the next 2 weeks. So, man, it's really good to see like the competition starting to really wind up.
Yeah, and as always, if any of you watching have someone that you want to see on the Kickback as a guest, let us know on social media. We are, starting to plan through who our next round of guests are going to be, and we are definitely listening out for who you guys want to see. So if you have suggestions, let us know. I think with that, Bunch is probably about to do his thing. I see that the match arena is at 137.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So real quick, thank you to everybody that has supported us tonight. That has been supporting us. I was doing a little bit of the analytics a couple days ago, and we're so close to getting 5,000 players in 76 brackets. Wow. So like a little less than two years worth of weeklies. We've had 5,000 people come through outdoors. So I want to really just thank the community for supporting us all this time, and everybody that watches us, everybody that lurks, raids, subs, all that stuff. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, thank you for watching. This is definitely not the end. It's just February, bro. Like we're just getting started. But yeah, we're closing up on season 1 of the Kickback. We got about 2 more weeks. We're gonna finish with the literally the Thursday leading up to Capcom Cup. That's gonna be our season finale. We're gonna have one more guest. We're going to do a little bit of a hiatus. That doesn't mean that we're going to stop running tournaments. We might do a charity, or we might do a pull your weight or something. We haven't figured it out yet, but I'm in the mood to do something a little bit different than what we've been doing, just to give Ladder a little bit of a break and get us, figured out on what else we want to do. But yeah, just keep it locked here. We've got Casa de Azules this Saturday. It's our Third Strike Jazzy Circuit event. $100 prop bonus. So if you know any Third Strike players, send them the Casa's way and get them signed up. Other than that, I want to thank my staff, the commentary duo, holding it down, Brad and Banjo. One of the best streamers that I know personally, man, is completely underrated. Thomas Swinkley, social media guru Dan Cravat, and my son Jacob Yost holding it down on brackets, and all the other people behind the scenes that don't work the day of that make this shit happen. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see you next week. We'll be announcing the next week's guest very shortly. I gotta get their stuff together, and if you thought Dr. Afrikan was cool, I think you're gonna like this next one. So yeah, keep it locked. Oh yeah, if anybody had any questions about how good our guests are, there you go. Other than that,
no questions here, boss.
I got no more shade. I'm gonna kick it over to Cujo Kate.
Word.
Peace.
Remember, chat, if you missed anything, check out the YouTube.
Oh yeah, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/@CasaBunch.